They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. I about to leave them holding like the Bible. AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK to anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on point, 6-2 gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep telling
Smoke. They ain't catch me in social media, my nigga. This right here for the streets. Salute to every real nigga in the building. Salute to all the beautiful queens. Salute to everybody in here. Terrell Davis, what it do, homie, peace and blessings. All things big AMCFSG in the building. My guy Oakland, LD, TV, coming through to y'all in high definition. We got Banks Hayes, Angle Management Crew in the building. LV coming through. That's Mr. Las Vegas himself. Big Block with that 454 hitting that Hemi. What up? Salute the Warlock Boxing, man. Salute your new page and everything. I don't know what your real page is, but salute, King. First off, first and foremost, let me give a shout out to my hater. Somebody I've known for, it's 2024. Somebody I've known for 8 years. Shout out Mr. Showbiz the Fake. Showbiz the Fake. Shawnee Bo, salute my guy. Peace and blessings. This is for my boy Showbiz the Fake. And I know Showbiz be over here on motherfucking fake pages. I know. I done known Showbiz for 8 years. I used to be one of the first 30 people that was in his chat when Showbiz used to really talk about boxing. When I came home from being incarcerated in 2016, because I did another stint, I'm going to keep it real. You on my other show, My Life is a Movie, you can figure it out. You know, I had a lot of run-ins with the law. But when I get into it, it be serious shit. You know, I had a tender life bid I did when I was 18, came home. You know, but when I got out in 2016, you know, I was over there with this guy named Showbiz the Adult. Showbiz didn't really have a lot of people on his page. I think it was like 100 and something deep. On his lives, there used to be like 20 of us back in 2016. He used to be like 20 of us over there. And, you know, he had normal hair. He had normal shit. You know, he was a normal guy. You know, we used to talk good boxing. Showbiz, now you just a fraud and you just a sellout, actually. Like, for you to sit there and say that Keyshawn Davis has done more than Tank has at 135 already, dude. That shit is fucking ludicrous. That shit is fucking ludicrous. Don't miss the Texas salute, King. You said the only thing Tank did at 135 was fight a Gamboa. Well, he won the belt fighting Pedraza. He fought a Gamboa at 135. He fought he fought Ronnie Romero at 135. He fought Frank Martin at 135, brother. Yes, he has went down to 130 and up to 140. But you know the shit that gets me, and this is the shit that pisses me off about the situation? I'm going to tell you what. Lomachenko and Tank both started their careers at 126. A lot of people don't realize this. Lomachenko and Tank Davis both started at 126. Now let that sink through. Shout out to my guy PGB Big Dog in the building. Salute the top antagonist in the building, PGB Big Dog. Now Lomachenko started at 126. Tank Davis started at 126. My nigga LV, salute. I'm about to bring some real logic on these people right here, right? Shout out to my brother GM in the building. Salute. And GM, starting the first of the year, we're gonna implement that Discord you got set up. I said I didn't want to do it in the middle of the year, but I'm gonna start it at the beginning of the year where we're gonna start playing the fights in the AMC FSG Discord. So I'm gonna put the fights on in there so we get Kevin House, salute. The beautiful Miss Joette, salute. Queen, hope everything's well with you. So we're gonna start playing the fights for the AMC, the start of the year. Shout out to my brother Light Skin Business in the building. Salute, King. Peace and blessings. So this way, hey PGB Big Dog, I talk shit to you, boy, but you still my homie, man. I've known you ever since I've had my YouTube channel, PGB Big Dog. You my antagonistic, bro. I just talk shit to you, but it's anger management, Big Dog. Anything I say to you, bro, is never personal, bro. It's always anger management. That's why we the anger management crew. We should be us as family that be in here all the time. As long as we ain't saying no damn disrespectful, like suck my dick, these type shit. Or you know what I'm saying? We should be able to talk shit to each other. Like hell, me and my friends, we all grew up roasting each other. You feel me? We all grew up talking shit. It's called snaps. That's what it's supposed to be for. Just as long as we don't take it to no LGBT type shit, you know what I'm saying? That's where I draw the line with the LGBT, because I'm not gonna invite my body part to nobody unless I really say fuck you for real. And that's when it's smoke. And that's when it's up. When I see you, I see you. Like with Chump side. If I ever see him at another fight, he got a bout. But let me get to this real quick. It's funny, the hypocrisy of people and how the standards change and how they move the goal line, right? Check this out now. Tank Davis, Vasyl Lomachenko, they both started their careers at 126. They both are multi-division champions, right? Tank Davis and Vasyl Lomachenko. They both moved to different divisions and won belts. Why do we not hear people telling Vasyl Lomachenko, go up to 140 or go to 147 and fight? Why are people not pressing Vasyl Lomachenko to move up to a fourth weight class or a fifth weight class? Why are people not telling Vasyl Lomachenko to give up the weight that he's comfortable at to fight other people? Have y'all noticed that? I haven't heard nobody tell Vasyl Lomachenko he needs to move up to 140. I never heard nobody say Vasyl need to take a catchweight fight above 135. Not saying Tank can't do it. I'm just saying it's funny how they put my man Shane Frazier in the building. Paul Gang, what it do? But it's just funny how they put unrealistic expectations on our fighters, though. Like, see, GM, I'm glad you typed it and I couldn't say it, baby. GM just said what I was thinking. Supreme Cam, big AMC FSG in the building. Salute, King. So, Vasyl Lomachenko can camp out at 135, his third division. But when Tank do it, We want him to go up to another division, a fourth division, or maybe a fifth. Some people say he should go to 147 and fight. Some people say he's too good at 135 and he needs to challenge himself. Then we got people like Showbiz Default, who actually defaulted on our bet because on his page, me and Showbiz the Adult had a bet. It was on his Instagram. It was on his Twitter account. It was even on his YouTube. He deleted them all off. But he was telling everybody that Anthony Joshua was gonna beat he was gonna beat Dubois. He was telling everybody to take Anthony Joshua for the stoppage. And I bet it Showbiz the Adult. I told Showbiz the Adult that not only would Daniel Dubois beat Joshua, but he would stop him. I said, the shit ain't going to the cards. I said, Daniel Dubois is going to flush that nigga like a turd that's been constipated in a nigga's stomach for 3 weeks. He going to flush the hell out that nigga. And Showbiz wanted to bet. So we made a bet, a gentleman's agreement. As soon as Dubois knocked AJ off, he erased all our correspondences off his page. And I'm like, well, damn, my brother. If you didn't want to honor the bet, okay, cool. But damn, not even acknowledge it, be like, well, damn, you won, bro. Like, you ain't even said shit, my nigga. Like, damn, that's how you feel? So we just gonna go right past it like that shit ain't never happened, like we didn't make a bet. It's cool. And now that he got a little sponsorship with the War Room, which is the Zone, now we got him saying dumb shit like Keyshawn Davis has done more at 135 than Tank Davis. Like, Keyshawn Davis has done more for than Tank Davis, but he hasn't even won a belt at 135 yet. But he said that if Keyshawn beats Ivan Baranchyk, then he's did more than Tank Davis has done at 135. And I just find it appalling because, okay, he beat Lemos. Shalom to my brother, Mr. Altruistic. He beat Lemos. But the same thing that you said about Tank Davis not fighting people at 135, Lemos is a 140 fighter. So that contradicts what you're saying. Lemos is not a 135-pound fighter. So what you're saying, the same thing you sitting there saying about Tank, talking about that Keyshawn has done more at motherfucking 135. Like, dude, Lemos is not a 135-pound fighter. So where's the hypocrisy at? Matter of fact, I'm about to pull it up for y'all right quick. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up for y'all. Hold on. I'll pull it up. All right, hold on. Okay. But see, this is the dumb hypocrisy that I be talking about, because then you have people that don't. Exactly. Okay, and motherfucking Tank Davis fought Rolly Romero and Frank Martin. Both are better than the two you just said. Big Supreme. Now, I'm not saying Keyshawn is not paving the way, but Baranchyk beat Navarrete. And if I'm not mistaken, ain't Navarrete coming up from 126? Yeah, Supreme, but Navarrete ain't 130. Navarrete came up to his fourth division. Oh, okay. Well, let me know your point then, bro. Oh yeah, 122. Cause yeah, he fought the Marquis Salute. Salute my man Planet 619. Yeah, It's his 4th division because he beat your dude, the little African guy. He beat the little African guy for the belt. Yeah, and I'm not saying that Keyshawn ain't doing good because Keyshawn, hell, he's taking on tough.
No, damn boy's a widow guy. By the time he fought Tank and Devin Haney and shit, I promise you guys, I don't like saying this, but I think Keyshawn Davis has done more at lightweight than Tank. And it's sad because fighting Baranchik is enough. Fighting Lemos, that's almost enough. I don't know which one it is. If it's wow, Keyshawn, or damn, Tank. Haven't fought nobody better than Ryan. But Ryan wasn't at lightweight. Ryan was at a catchweight. Mario Barrios was at 140. I'm saying 135. Really? That let us know. Damn, boy's a widow guy. By the time he fought Tank and Devin Haney and shit, he was old and small. Even Tank came in overweight. Tank hasn't been fighting good lightweights. I'm just saying at 135, it's worth the discussion that Keyshawn Davis, now that he's taken on Baranchik, especially if he wins, I think he's done more at 135. I promise you guys, I don't.
GM, you just took my point that I was about to go at, GM. That's exactly what I was about to go at. Now, Ryan Garcia and Tank fought at 136. Ryan Garcia and Tank fought at 136. Didn't Keyshawn and Lemos fight at like 143? I'm just wondering. You know what I'm saying? Dondrick. Salute to my man Dondrick. But this is what I'm saying. He brought up Baranchik and he brought up Lemos. Now, like I said, Keyshawn has been fighting pretty good challenges, and I would love to see Tank. I would love to see Frank versus Keyshawn. I mean, Tank versus Keyshawn. I want that fight. But he said fighting Lemos at 135 was enough. First off, showbiz the fate. Lemos is not a 135-pound fighter. So you just got on Tank about not fighting 135-pound fighters. And Lemos just fought Africa at 140. That's one. Number two, Tank and Ryan fought at 136. 1 pound away from 135. Keyshawn and Lemos fought at 143. So if going by what you just said, then that means Lemos and Keyshawn didn't count for a 135-pound fight because they fought at 143, which is let me see, that's 7 pounds higher. That's 7 pounds higher than what Ryan and Tank fought at. That's for that. They actually damn near fought at welterweight. So Gamboa, with his one loss to Terrence Crawford, fought Tank. Gamboa, I think he had 2 losses. But Gamboa was still good enough to fight Tank for the belt. Like Gamboa. Matter of fact, Devin Haney has Yuriokas Gamboa as one of his all-time great wins. So yes, Yuriokas Gamboa was still a relevant fighter at the time. He was still relevant. Then you got Pedraza. He fought Pedraza. Okay. You got Rolly Romero. You got Frank Martin. Tank. How could you say Keyshawn has done more than Tank Davis? How could you say with Pitbull Cruz. Like Pitbull Cruz. Like, come on, man. Like the Tank hate is getting to an outrage. Like, dude. Like the glazing in that Tank hate, like showbiz. I know you trying to get motherfucking views and shit, but dude, you say the dumbest fucking shit. Like the dumbest shit. Yes, Rolly was a good win. Like, I just feel like people like showbiz, they throw shit against the wall, and if it sticks, Exactly, Supreme. Like, they throw shit against the wall. And if it sticks, then yeah, we good. Exactly. Baranchek struggled with Yidget. So I guess next thing you're gonna say he done Keyshawn's done more than Shakur. Well, GM, Shakur only has like 3 fights at 135, though. He was talking about at 135. Shakur has a fight against Nacho Belgrande. He got Yoshino, chicken fried rice. Fareed, salute. He had a fight against Yoshino. He had a fight against oh boy that he just fought. And he fought De Los Santos. Like, I think Shakur got like either 3 or 4 fights at 135. Now, if he would have said Keyshawn has a better resume at 135 than Shakur, then I could look at that, because Shakur hasn't had really no fights at 135. But saying that he had a better record, like, that was just dumb. Like, the hate is real. And like I said over there at the OGKQKC's channel, a lot of people are going with this narrative in showbiz too, talking about how Tank has fired Coach Calvin and all them because he said he's up here by himself. I'm gonna reference this. Go back to the Tank Davis versus Frank Martin press conference. You had Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, you had Leonard Ellaby. All of them were sitting right there with Tank when he was about to fight Frank Martin, right? And guess what Tank said? I'm here by myself. He said the exact same thing he said that people saying that he fired Coach Calvin. He said the same thing. Like, he said the same thing. So when he's saying he's here by himself, and B-Dog, Lemos wasn't even to win at 135. He was a 145-pound fighter that they fought at 143. So I'm trying to figure out where showbiz, like, why do you change the goalpost for Keyshawn and not Tank? You talk about Ryan Garcia was at 136. I'm just wondering. I thought he fought Nakatilia at 130. Hardcore casual salute, King. Peace and blessings. And peace and blessings to everybody. You know the Cash App and the PayPal there. I just need 5 people to support the grind for the day. That's how we keep the channel going. If I can get 5 people to support the grind, I would appreciate it. Because hopefully at the end of this year, I will be back in the monetization status. Hey, Tay, I mean, I'm not saying that, Tay, if Keyshawn fight Ray Murtaugh after he win the belt, or Andy Cruz, then he might mess up his bag with Tank. They already in negotiations. I've already talked to somebody up there. Like, honestly, Tank versus Keyshawn is next, as long as Keyshawn can beat Baranchek. It's already been put out there, y'all. I'm just letting you know. I've already talked to a couple people. That's coming next. And they've been negotiating, Tank. Top Rank and PBC has a very good relationship right now. Tank Davis and Keyshawn, they're going to unify. And I think they're going for the summer before football season starts. And I'm going to tell y'all another reason how they let you know that Keyshawn Davis and Tank are going to be fighting. Go back to the Espinoza versus Espinoza versus Robeisy Ramirez. Robeisy Ramirez versus Lopez, versus Espinoza. They had Keyshawn up here in the middle of that fight, and Mark Krieger was asking, they owe PBC. They owe PBC. And this is a win-win situation because Keyshawn gets in there, he looks good, and still gets knocked out by Tank. Everybody that's got beaten by Tank, their career has gone up. Tank has the Floyd Mayweather effect. Like, if you lose to Tank Davis, you get better offers and shit. Just like Floyd Mayweather beat Canelo, that's his biggest win. That's his biggest fight in his career is losing to Floyd Mayweather. But Keyshawn Davis, they talked to him and they asked him a question. Now, the only way Mark Friedel could have had these information is Bob Arum let him know. They asked Keyshawn Davis live, we heard you negotiating with fighting with Tank Davis. And Keyshawn admitted it. Now, why would they sit there? Why would they sit there and give Tank free promotion on Top Rank if they're not going to do that fight? Like I said, Top Rank is in negotiations with Amazon Prime as well, so we should be getting a lot of that. Exactly, Planet 619. Loma fucked up. ESPN's deal with Top Rank deal with ESPN too. But the funny shit about it, Top Rank is still in deals with Amazon right now. And the funny thing about this, right? This is a win-win for Keyshawn. Do you know Bob Arum, ESPN, they get a chance to co-promote this battle. They get a chance to co-promote this fight. Mike Rhythm, salute. So you got the worldwide leader in sports, ESPN, promoting a pay-per-view. ESPN is going to make your fight do numbers regardless. It's going to make your fight do numbers. ESPN can promote a fight. They reach all the sports fans, just about. Then you got it on two platforms, and Keyshawn Davis hasn't made $1 million yet. Now, one thing about putting on fights nowadays, either you have to fight on a fight that makes money, or you got to sit back and wait for Turkey to pick your fighter and you get a percentage. So these promoters aren't making that much money in boxing like they used to. But if you get in a fight with Tank Davis, instead of you making about $1 million or $2 million, you have a chance of making tens of millions. Now that right there will pique the interest of any promoter. If Tank and Keyshawn do 600,000, right? And let's just say they had a 70-30 split with a $10 million gate. Right? $10 million gate, 70-30 split, 600,000 pay-per-views. That's 48 million in pay-per-view sales, plus that's 58 million. So they have a 70-30 split. 70-30 split, let's say 60 mil, a 70-30 split. Frank ain't missing in action frequent. We see Frank all the time. People are calling Frank right now. Frank doing all types of videos with his ghost. And why he's shadow boxing frequent. And a lot of people are trying to fight Frank Martin. A lot of people trying to fight Frank. The thing is, Frank ain't too pressed to fight right now, frequent. He just made a big ass payday. It's a difference when you sleeping on the floor and sleeping on them silk sheets. When you sleep, it's hard to get out of bed and start practicing when you on them silk sheets. Freak, when you seen when Earl Spence and Frank was out on vacation, Earl was getting ready to go do the run. Frank Martin didn't even bring his motherfucking running shoes, nigga. Earl talking about, why the fuck you ain't bring your running shoes? Frank Martin, he chilling. He's already at 140, Rodzilla. Frank Martin already at 140. I'll tell you a good fight for Frank Martin at 140 at Fresh Baker Salute. And I think he'll probably get his ass full. But if Frank went back and fought my guy again, the one he got, what's my Cuban name, the one he used to call Lil Ali? The one that was dehydrated when he fought Frank at 135. Rivera. Let Frank Martin fight Michelle Rivera. I would take Michelle Rivera over Frank Martin at 140. At 140, I take Michelle Rivera at 140 over Frank Martin. And I'm just being honest. Nah, Rodzilla. Nah. You better go back and watch Michelle Rivera at 140. One thing about it, Rodzilla, Michelle Rivera was dehydrated and he was on diuretics when he was fighting Frank, trying to cut weight. The man should have been moved up. Go back and look at Michelle Rivera versus Sergey Lipinets. Michelle Rivera looking like a Prime Ali versus Sergey Lipinets. And Lindolfo, he probably put Frank on his ass. But I'm going to tell you the motherfucker to watch at 140. Andy Hirakoa. You ain't seeing people call him out. Not too many people. He ended Ishmael Barroso's run. Andy Hirakoa is smashing shit up there. With Dondrick. You can't really say that. Can't really say that. Sergey Lipinets got a lot of good wins on his resume. He came out and put motherfucker Omar Figueroa in retirement. Omar Figueroa was mad as hell he wasn't going to get to fight Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner pulled out that fight and he had to fight Sergey Lipinets. Let me see how many losses Sergey Lipinets got, because he ain't got that many, Dondrick. Hold on. I'm about to pull it up now. Sergey only got 3 losses, Dondrick. And his 3 losses are to Michelle Rivera, Jerron Ennis, and Mikey Garcia. So how are you saying the man ass, bro? The man beat undefeated Haskell Rhodes. When he fought undefeated Haskell Rhodes was 23-0. He beat him. And Sergey had only 7 wins. He was 7-0 when he beat Haskell Rhodes. 7-0, beating a 23-0 fighter. Yeah. Then he lost to Mikey Garcia for the belt. Then he beat Lamont. He knocked out Lamont Peterson. He got the draw with Custio Clayton. He got stopped by motherfucking Jerron Ennis. Then he stopped Omar Figueroa. Then Michelle Rivera beat him. Then he just beat Robbie Davis Jr. And now, on that February the 2nd, on the February 1st card, with I think it's the Keyshawn. I think it's the on that February the 1st card. Who is that? Well, Sergey Lipinets, he fights February the 1st against Adam Mazin. So we're about to see Lipinets versus Adam Mazin. Slogan 1, salute. Mr. Pride, salute. Peace and blessings to everybody. So Sergey about to fight Adam Mazin. Yep. Lindolfo got power. His movement ain't got me yet. I'm not sold on his movement. I worry about his movement. Like, I feel like his movement could be better. And defense. But he's 22-0. Let me see. Yeah, Lindolfo ain't playing though. At 140. Yep, that's gonna be a good one. Yeah, Jackson Martinez, when he did that Supreme, I was like, yeah, Lindolfo stopped Jackson Martinez. I had to give him that one because I thought Jackson Martinez was gonna expose him a little bit. Yeah, Garcia got the motherfuckers in there sparring like a motherfucker for real. Yep. But yeah, that's the only thing I be talking about right there, though. Like, people forget that Tank Davis and Lomachenko both started at 126. And the fact that Tank came to 135 and Loma did too, but you don't have nobody trying to force Lomachenko up to 140 or 147, it says a lot, though. It says a lot. I think Key should be pulling up in just a second. Hold on, let me check. All right. But that's gonna be a good fight right there. Cal Cooley the General, peace and blessings. Miss Two said, how you doing today, Queen? Hope everything's well with you. But yeah, it's just funny, but that's all I say. Showbiz just be saying some bullshit because he talking about Keyshawn has done more at 135, and then for him not to give Tank Davis the credit for fighting Ryan Garcia at 135, then that means you can't give Keyshawn the credit for fighting Gustavo Lemos at 135 since they fought at 143. So Kenny Sims ain't about to fight Oscar Duarte. Kenny Sims don't want that. I already said that. I would have loved to see Kenny Sims versus Duarte. I wasn't sold on Kenny Sims though. That's what I'm saying, GM. He tried to say it was a catch weight, but Keyshawn Davis fought damn near at 147. They fought at 143. That's why I just say showbiz just be saying a bunch of hoopla, nah bullshit, dog. And like the hate is crazy. But if they can hate on Cooking with Kaya, then yes, they will hate on Tank Davis. Exact. Hey, 2 Cent. I was saying the same thing. Because to be honest, Lemos was coming in that shit like he didn't even give a fuck. And I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Yes, Keyshawn stopped. Yes, Keyshawn stopped Lemos. But the Lemos that he fought, it wasn't a Lemos. I'm not gonna take nothing away from Keyshawn, but people now thinking that Keyshawn has all this fucking power. Keyshawn don't have that power people thinking. Now I hear Albright sit there and was boxing just fine with him. It's been a couple people that go rounds for rounds with Keyshawn. And that's why I say Keyshawn feels like he has more power than what he has. Now, one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to take away from the Keyshawn and Tank fight because I would like to see it. I would like to see Keyshawn versus Tank because that man talked a lot of shit. And I feel like when you talk that much shit to a nigga, then you got to get in the ring and you got to handle that. You got to handle that shit, dog. You talked entirely too much shit, dog. Like, we can't let that motherfucking shit slide right there. And Two Cent, if you want to hop up here real quick, I'll drop the link into Key get here anyway, so I can open up this link for a minute. But yeah, that shit right there crazy, dog. Like, you not trying to give a motherfucker no credit. Like, come on, man. Devin was supposed to fight Duarte Akello. Remember? I'm trying to figure out whatever happened to that 5-on-5. Okay. We were supposed to get that 5-on-5 Matchroom versus Golden Boy. But Matchroom pulled out of that shit. But it's all good. But when I already knew Keyshawn Davis versus Lemos was going to be a bullshit fight because they brought the man down from 140. When they was bringing him down from 140, I say, now everybody else gets dragged from bringing fighters down. They drag Abdullah Mason from bringing fighters to his weight class. They try to say this and that about a fighter. So first off, they'll drag a fighter for bringing a fighter up to the division. Like if you at 135 and you bring a fighter up to 135, oh, you bringing up a small guy. Now when you 135, you bring a 140 pounder down, oh, you weight training a motherfucker. So a nigga is damned if he do, damned if he don't. Barroso didn't have a belt, Tay. But Barroso got the shit kicked out of him. He's the mandatory for the WBA, Tay. Well, yeah, Lemos couldn't rehydrate overnight, but hell, he was already at damn rehydrated weight anyway. The nigga came in at 143, 144, shit. Like, shit, if you know you can't make the 135 weight, then motherfucking don't sign the contract. That's the shit that I don't like. Don't sign a contract to make a weight and then don't make the weight. Oh, if Barroso had the WBA intern, then Andy Hiroko should be the damn intern. Hold on. I'm about to pull it up. Pulling it up now. Nah, he didn't get the belt from him, but he beat him. It doesn't say that Andy Hiroko was. Oh, because he weighed 155 in the ring. Oh shit. Well, it was just a bad training camp right there, bro. Like he just had a fucked up training camp. Cause that shit was all the way fucked up, honestly. If you cut 14 pounds to miss weight, then you was way off because he was 21 pounds off. You should be within 10 pounds in the week of. If you that far the week of, oh, he is the intern. Oh shit. I forgot that what you call it ain't showing ain't showing nothing about the WBA. I forgot all about that shit. I forgot that they not showing nothing about WBA. I forgot all about that shit. So he is the WBA intern. They doing that fuck ass shit. You can't tell who's WBA shit no more because they want to That shit's stupid. That shit is stupid right there, bro. Maybe that other company need to go ahead and get the damn control of the damn narrative and everything. If you want to censor out people's accomplishments like the WBA, the oldest belt in history, and you can't even tell people that's got the shit, then yes, you don't need to be doing this shit. Like, I don't respect that right there. And I keep forgetting all about that shit right there. That shit's stupid as hell. But yeah. And let me get 5 people in the Cash App or the PayPal. Support the grind, baby. Support the grind. Support the grind. I just need 5 people to support the channel for the day. Just 5 people to support the channel. And give me 1 second. I'm about to pull this up real quick. But just let me get 5 people in the Cash App to support the grind. I appreciate it. Coming to y'all every day. All right, hold on. All right, so right here. Hold on. It's something. Jado salute. This right here gonna be funny for y'all. Dante's Nation and Bill Haney, y'all. Strong arm song, salute, brother.
Bill, I said, you have to understand, man. I want to tell you guys what prompted him to even make a video talking about me. On my very last video, I quoted everything that Bill Haney has said on his last post. And I said in that video, Bill, you got to stop doing interviews with these racists and these coons because they basically use your name. They don't care anything about you. As soon as you do the interview with them, they go right back to talking about you. Bill did not understand that when you are dealing with racist people, when you are dealing with coons, no matter how.
Oh, and also salute to my guy Kawhi Elliott and my guy EB Sweat a lot for the $1 and the $2 cash after they sent in last night. Appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the channel yesterday. You must caught the playback or something, but I appreciate it. But yeah, I just need 5 people to support the grind. And we're about to look at one of the biggest Bill Haney meat lovers going against Bill Haney. I love it. I love this shit.
How much truth you spit, no matter how many receipts you provide, they are always going to push the exact same narrative because it's never been about the whole truth for these type of people. So Bill wants all of the boxing fans to accept his son, but that's never going to happen in a racist society like America when it comes to the sport of boxing. And I told Bill this years and years and years ago because I've been knowing Bill for a very, very long time. When Devin Haney sparred with Shakur Stevenson, that sparring session that I recorded and went viral. When I first put that video up, Bill Haney, he read the comments and he didn't like the comments and he asked me to take the video down. Bill was asking me why they saying this stuff about my son. And I was explaining to Bill, I said, you have to understand, man, these are racist fans. The majority of them are racist fans. They're going to attack your son because he's looked at as the next big threat. He's black. He's training at the Mayweather gym. So he's looked at as like the next Floyd Mayweather. You know, you had these comments saying Shakur beat his ass and laughing emojis, like celebrating, right? And once again, I'm explaining to Bill, they're going to hate on your son more than Shakur Stevenson because no one knows who Shakur is right now. He's not considered a big threat yet. But I told him, I said, now once Shakur becomes a big star and he becomes a threat, then they're all going to start shifting their hate towards Shakur Stevenson. And that's exactly what happened. As soon as Shakur Stevenson lost in the Olympics, they all start dissing him. They all start putting out emojis, of him crying. You.
Hold on 1 second. Shout out to Knight Rider in the building. But I have to say hey to my esteemed co-host, the beautiful, the lovely, the illustrious, the voluptuous Dr. Keys in the building.
Oh, go ahead, Upper, because people are tuned in with this. So go ahead.
All right.
You lost, et cetera, et cetera. Now you fast forward to present day, and Shakur Stevenson is hated just as much as Devin Haney. Now, Bill, he also has a problem because I made a video about this live post that he did when he was responding to Ryan Garcia coming out saying all of that racist stuff about black people. And Bill Haney was damn near defending Ryan Garcia. He said, I'm not going to kick a man when he's down. But then he has no problem with Ryan Garcia kicking the entire black race, regardless if we're up or down. Ryan Garcia put up a post of him kicking it with monkeys. And those monkeys were supposed to be the Haneys. He was doing a response to Bill Haney's video when Bill Haney was doing a countdown to Ryan Garcia's B sample. So Bill Haney says he's not going to kick a man while he's down, referring to Ryan Garcia. While Ryan Garcia apologizes to Logan Paul, not apologizing to Devin Haney for what he did to Devin Haney, but he apologizes to Logan Paul because of what he said about Logan Paul's brand, his prime drink, because he's afraid of getting sued. Now, Bill said, I call myself pro-black. You a lie. I've never called myself pro-black. What I am is a foundational black American. I'm black and I'm all American. What people don't understand is you don't even have to be black to expose racism. You don't have to be black to point out something that's right or wrong. I mean, it's ridiculous and ignorant to imply that the only people in America that should care about racial double standards towards black people are pro-black people or black people in general. When Rodney King got beat, it was a white man that recorded the beating and turned it into the police. I mean, that's just one example of a white person that exposed racism. I mean, getting back to boxing, Steven Espinoza, he exposes racial double standards towards black people. Lou DiBella, he has exposed double standards, racism towards black people. And when it comes to Martin Luther King, when it comes to Johnny Cochran, when it comes to Al Sharpton, they're not pro-black. They're pro-justice. They're pro-equality.
All right, I got to pause it in between so I don't get flagged down for a second because, they'll flag me and stop the live. But shout out to my brother Strong Armstrong in the Cash App with the $10 holler, brother. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for supporting the grind. Thank you for supporting the grind and supporting the channel. And I just need 4 more people to support for the day. I appreciate y'all, and I'm going to continue the video. Key, you want to say hey before I continue the video and anything? Because I got to pause it in between.
No. No, let it go. I said no. Go ahead and let it go.
Okay, bestie.
Quality. Now, I want to switch gears and talk about something else that Bill mentioned. He said that me and my son had a problem, and we came to Bill to basically fix our problem. That's not true at all. Me and my son, we've never had a problem. Let me give you the backstory. We've been knowing Devin Haney since he was a little kid. Devin Haney and Bill Haney, they moved to Las Vegas around the same time we moved to Las Vegas. I have 2 boys that are grown men now. My 2 sons used to train with Devin Haney at the Richard Steele gym. This was way before the Mayweather gym got big. Now, my youngest son was a 2-time national champion, but he had only competed in like 4 national tournaments. He even fought on some of the same amateur cards that Devin Haney was on. He had around 30 amateur fights. My older son, he probably stopped boxing around the age of 10 or 12. But my younger son, Remy, he stopped boxing around the age of 16 when I was still there in Las Vegas. So years after my son stopped boxing, he called me back and he said he wanted to get back into boxing. So naturally, since I knew Bill Haney personally, I called up Bill. And because my son was friends with Devin, I told Bill, my son wants to train with you guys. And Bill, he told me, he said, yeah, man, whatever you need, man, we family. But right after he said that, we found out that wasn't the case because he was too busy to work with my son. But that wasn't a problem at all because that was something we already suspected. So Bill told my son he could work with Rodney, which is someone who does work with Devin Haney, which was a trainer that we had already worked with previously. But my son, he told me he wanted to do other stuff. He didn't have the same passion that he had as a kid. So I told my son, I said, don't force it if it's not there 100%. Because in a dangerous sport like this, you have to be 100% focused. And you have to want this more than anyone else does. So after I said that, he stopped boxing. And Bill Haney don't know what goes on with me and my kids because he doesn't stay in contact with me or my kids. All this stuff I'm talking about with my son going back to training, that happened years ago. My kids and my mom, they come out here to Thailand to visit me. Hell, my mom told me, don't ever come back to America. We gonna come out there to see you. In fact, my youngest son, he loves it so much out here in Thailand, he's planning on moving out here with me. And let me make this very clear. I don't care what nobody say. I would never go back to America. I would never live in America again. Once you leave America and you see the difference of how you are treated, it will completely change your perception of how you look at America. Now, I'm American no matter where I live in the world. But that doesn't mean I have to live there. Just like Mexicans are proud of that Mexican flag and they have that Mexican pride and they don't want to live in Mexico, I feel the same way. But at the end of the day, I never said anything personal about Bill Haney. Everything I said that hurt Bill Haney's feelings, it pertained to boxing, why we are all here right now. But for some reason, whenever Bill Haney is confronting black people, he always goes personal, like he did when he confronted Floyd Mayweather, and like he's doing with me right now. But when he was talking to Ryan Garcia, his energy was completely different. Once again, when he reacted to all that racist stuff Ryan Garcia said, his energy was completely different. Ryan Garcia, he dissed your entire race and your religion. And all you had to say to him is, I ain't gonna kick a man while he down. Oh, okay, so I see how it is, Bill. So all me and Floyd Mayweather has to do is talk to you the same way Ryan Garcia does for us to get that type of energy from you. Yeah, I guess that makes a whole lot of sense. Now, something else I want to make real clear to you guys. When you guys hear me speaking the whole truth on this channel, I never did this just to please one particular fighter. I'm not doing this to get the acceptance of any particular fighter. I'm doing this for a much greater cause. You see, because I've been exposing these double standards from the very beginning for 10 years.
All right, I gotta stop it in between again because I'm playing this content right here, so it's like I gotta do like in between it. But yeah, like Dante's Boxing Nation and Bill, this is the start of it, but they actually got real nasty with it. And shout out to my brother GT Parker, long time no see, brother. In the PayPal with the $5 holler, man. I appreciate you, King. Appreciate your family. Who the hell is Hannibal J. Grant Jr.? Salute to J. Grant Jr. He said Hannibal out there getting them $10 back messages, or you said back massages. Yeah, Shalom. All praise to the Most High. We also just need 3 more people to support the grind, and we good. This is funny because Dante used to be one of Bill's biggest supporters, but it is funny though because you got different races Bill will bow down to, but whenever it's a dark skinned brother, he call us spooks by the door and everything, but he'll kiss up to Jake Paul or Ryan Garcia. Undercard salute. Like, it's just crazy. But I'm gonna let it keep going.
But when it comes to Bill Haney, he only talks about double standards if it comes to his son. But he doesn't care about the double standards in general. He doesn't care about double standards if it comes to Terrence Crawford, if it comes to Shakur Stevenson, if it comes to anyone else. He only cares about it when it comes to himself. That's why, once again, he called Ellie Setback a racist, but he only called Ellie a racist because Ellie was talking about his son, right? But once again, when it came to the stuff that Terrence Crawford was dealing with, he didn't care. And this is the problem with a lot of black fighters in the sport of boxing. If everyone would come together and stay on code and expose the racial double standards together, it would completely change the landscape of boxing, because this is exactly what the race fans do. They stay on code. They don't care how racist Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, Oscar Valdez are. They stay on code. And Bill Haney got his feelings hurt and got mad at me because I was telling him to stay on code. You don't have to do interviews with racists. You don't have to do interviews with coons that have an agenda catered to racists. If you want to respond to them, go live. That's how you hit 1,000 birds with one stone. And you like to go live, Bill. And that ain't no pro-black advice. That's common sense. This is about boxing. So let's make it about boxing. This is not about how many of Floyd Mayweather's ex-chicks that you done smashed. This has never been a contest to prove who's the blackest. This is about boxing. In this response video that Bill Haney did, he over here talking about how he's a Muslim and how black he is. And he's saying these things because he feels guilty because of the stuff that I'm saying to him when I'm telling him to stay on code. I never said you're not black enough. I'm just telling you, you're doing it wrong. You're off code. You're throwing wide telegraph punches and you're leaving yourself open for counters. Now listen, guys, when I say that all these black people need to stay on code, first of all, I want to make this very clear. It doesn't mean they have to lie about anything. It doesn't mean they have to be biased. All you have to do is tell the truth. Expose the double standards. And I'm not saying you have to do a press conference. I'm just saying when they interview you, expose the double standards. When you see them trying to discredit you, clap back. Like when Devin Haney was doing this interview with Max Kellerman, right? And Max Kellerman was asking him, why is it so important that we call you undisputed? Because that's what I am. I am undisputed. And when Lopez wasn't undisputed, you and everyone else on ESPN kept calling him undisputed, misleading the public. Explain to them why that's a double standard. When you see them trying to discredit black boxers in general, explain why it's a double standard. Take advantage of that huge platform that you have, the same way old media takes advantage of theirs. I mean, Clarissa Shields, she's always exposing these racial double standards. And she doesn't just do it for herself. She exposes the racial double standards towards black people in general. When old media is trying to deliberately discredit black fighters, she goes on her platform and she gives those black fighters the credit that they deserve. At the end of the day, I'm going to keep speaking the whole truth unapologetically. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
It's kind of funny because now that you fell out with Bill, now you start to show his inconsistencies. But this is what we've been saying about the Haney coat, the Haneyites, and all that right there. Y'all, I want y'all to go check it out because they get a lot worse after the show. Y'all go check it out because they get a whole lot worse. Like they get to some mud slinging. But like I said, salute to everybody that's here. The doctors in the building. We need 3 more to support the grind. Just 3 more to support the grind. And Key, go ahead and get your opening now. It's over with. Then we can discuss that if you want to.
Salute to everyone. Thank you guys for being here today. Happy Thursday. On Monday, I dedicated my portion of the show to Usyk, so it's only right that I give it to Tyson Fury. It was really hard for me to do this because I don't really care for this guy, but I gotta be fair, balanced. We have a huge fight coming up in 48 hours that I'm excited to see. So shout out to Usyk. I'm in Fury. Shout out to Fury. Thank you guys for joining us. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us. Undercard Boxing, where you been? Good to see you, King. Hey, Tay. Hey, Marcus. The Queen 2 Cents. Hey, beautiful. How you doing? Make sure you guys subscribe to 2 Cents channel. Planet 619. Night Rider, where you been at? I haven't seen you. Break them fools in half. Hey, I don't know who you are, but salute, King. Salute to GT Parker, another person that's been missing. Jay Grant. Mello, how y'all doing? Good to see y'all. Rozilla, always good to see the King. I hope you getting healed up, Rozilla. Salute to all things, my right hand. Big Block, good to see you, King. Big Dog in the building. H Armstrong, GM, Lord, Big Supreme, Supreme Alashik, what? A kilo, salute. Hey, Tay. Hey, B-Dog. I haven't seen the beautiful Arena today, but I know my girl in here, she's going to be here soon. Hey, Slogan. Good to see you guys. Thank y'all so much. Hey, Banks. But go ahead, Upper.
What do you think about that? Well, I know you don't like talking about people, but
Nope. I have no comment between a content creator and Bill Haney. That's on them.
Well, I just feel like it was kind of funny because like we've been saying this right here. Now he's just now starting to see the way Bill gets right there. But yeah, I think he is the VA Money Group 2 Cent because I know he used to be in VA a lot. Like he used to be in Virginia a lot though, but I don't know. But it's crazy though. But
Hey, Patrick.
exactly when the checks don't clear, this is what happens when the payola stops. Then you start getting people's real opinions. So when you ain't got enough money to pay off these daggone content creators like you've been doing, now they like, well, shit, I ain't got to keep kissing his ass right here. Exactly, undercard. This is what happens when you buy loyalty. And see, that Devin Haney money ain't coming through like that no more. It ain't coming through, so you know, it is what it is.
Absolutely. We're going to get to Bill Haney because there's something that he put up that has a lot of folks talking. So we're going to I'm going to put a pin right there with Bill because I forgot to send you.
You can go ahead.
Because I forgot to send you the picture of it. So I'm going to have to send it to you now. But Bill, a lot of people are disagreeing with Bill over. He's been getting talked about a lot, and these past couple of days hasn't been on the best of terms. So, I'm gonna keep an eye on Bill because I don't know what's going on, man. I have no idea, but I pray, you know what I'm saying, whatever is going on, they shake this out because I haven't seen Bill move like this in a long. I don't think I've ever seen Bill move like this. Come for a lot of people.
Moving like a crackhead.
He's not a crackhead though.
Well, you know, I seen on Mill City.
Oh my God. We're not doing that today, and do not get them started in the chat. Anyways, let's get to some housekeeping. Are you done speaking on that? The picture should be coming through in a few moments. Are you done speaking on that portion, no upper?
Yes,
because I don't want to. Okay.
Tell it like it is, and Lee Jackson in the building. Salute, y'all.
Hey, tell it like it is. Good to see you, King. So let's get to it. So Teofimo Lopez, let's get to the housekeeping. I spent a few moments on Teo because y'all know I'm so over Teo and his antics. So Teo and Brian Norman Jr. has had words, had a few back and forth words last night. I thought this was this last night to this morning. Oh God, Dondrick, don't start. Okay, so Teo, you know what thing Teo gonna do. Y'all know one thing Teo gonna do. He's going to make it seem as though, that he is the man, that he is the boogeyman. Okay, y'all been hearing him the past couple of weeks using racial tones, and everything, dissing everybody. He got his hit list ready, so he doubled down last night, upper. And he said, I need those who support me to fight back and defend my desires to keep boxing alive. I don't know why that tickled me. He said, because these social media outlets are trying everything to put my name and legacy behind closed doors so none of the casuals end up realizing I'm all there is. That tickled me. I don't care what y'all say. I don't know who gave this man.
I said Teo got that good shit in his system, boy.
He got something. He doing that stuff again. So Brian Norman Jr. Called him out, thankfully, because I'm like, yo, who finna check this man? Who gonna check him? Because he has this very inflated sense of self right now, and somebody needs to bring this man down. So he said, Brian Norman Jr. said, and look at you now, complaining about money, mad at us black fighters because we get paid more than you do. Now you have to try to talk crazy just so people can watch you, and they still don't care. Don't worry about Crawford. Come and try to take my belt instead. So Bob Arum did an interview. There's a reason why I'm saying this. Bob Arum did an interview with Fight Hype. They got Bob Arum, who just turned 187 years old, out there in Saudi Arabia, child. I'm like, so who is his doctor? Who is Bob's doctor that's clearing him to take these flights, upper? I don't get it. But so Bob says that he's trying to make the big fights and want Teo to go up and move, move up in weight in fight like a Brian Norman Jr. or a Boots Ennis. So basically, they trying to cash Tio out. And the way that Tio is moving right now, I don't blame him, Upper. I don't blame him because I'm trying to figure out where did like boxing revolving around Tio come from. Like I could deal with the racial comments. Okay, Tio, we get it. We know you don't really feel that way, but you doing it to like get yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? To, you know, become the boogeyman or the enemy or, you know, public enemy number one. But now that you're saying that, you know, that you're the one that's out there trying to make these big fights. In his comments, he also put that he was the one that took down Josh Taylor. Pause, you know? So every, you know, like keep my legacy alive, people, because it's all about me. How do y'all feel?
Regis did that shit.
What?
Took down Josh Taylor.
He said Bob trying to get T.O.B. and wash his hands. Exit. Hey Marcus. Hey Dwan. Hey Creole. He said Bob selling T.O. Lord. Nah, F that key. That's how he feel. Crucial content. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how he feels. I'm not giving him, you know what I'm saying, a pass or anything. But to go from that to now this inflated sense of ego, like everything, he wants his fans to go into these chats and basically put T.O. name on the Mount Rushmore of boxing right now. And I don't think that that's fair. So, Bob, I am with you. Get T.O. up out of here. It's time. It's time. We need T.O. And I guess you know what is working because, look, I want him to get beat up. Last person I wanted to get beat up like this was who?
Ryan
Who did
Garcia.
I want to? Not just Ryan, though, because I was already satisfied that Tank had already put hands and feet on him last year. But who else? Who else was a fighter that I just could not stand? And when he got beat up, I was so happy. Who, y'all?
Devin Haney.
No, I don't know.
Devin Haney was good. It was good for Devin Haney. I was just like, was it as good for you as it was for me?
Thank you, Upper. Marquise, salute King. You make up your own rules and you could break them. Yeah. Hey, Bronzeman. Fury.
Yeah, Tyson Fury, but he didn't really get the ass whooping I thought he deserved, though.
Yeah, Usyk ain't really put a thumping on him. Like, he beat him up.
I wanted to see that nigga do the Devin. I wanted to see him do the Devin Haney, getting up, falling back down. I'm going to tell you mine.
Who?
Big Baby Anderson.
Because
he kept down with the sport of boxing and he was talking a lot of shit, disrespecting Wilder, doing all that bullshit. And when he got his ass whooped, I was loving it. I was like, but Cole hit his ass again, damn it. Oh, Mark, he said boo boo. Ooh, wee.
Marquis, don't get put out. Don't do that. Hey, Green Villain. He said Bob tried to offer Devin a T.O. fight, but Haney turned her down. He said that in a Fight Hub interview. Yes, I was going to get to that because we got to get to that whole Bill special. So hold that. Yeah, it's a lot. Lord, that's why I said Upper. They coming for him. I don't know what's going on. Hey, says M. Hey, Oscar Valdez. Nah, see, Oscar Ben got whooped, though. You know what I'm saying, Mello? So not too much. Whatever, Big Supreme. Whatever, Marquis, y'all, whatever. It was Joshua, AJ. Y'all like to see AJ get beat up. Yeah. Well, AJ don't talk a lot to me. They just have a favoritism. That's what irritates me about Anthony Joshua. I have to sit down and think
about it. Cambosos too. When Loma beat the shit out of Cambosos, I loved it.
You know what? He's at the top for me too. He's definitely at the top because George
when he was talking about getting niggered and shit. Yeah, I was loving every minute Loma was putting on him. I was loving that shit.
I gotta sit and think like who really got hands and feet put on this year, y'all.
Montana Love.
Upper echelon. Don't do that because Montana Love is making his return in 2025. And guess who's gonna have that card ready? Y'all already know. Don't do Montana. Us dog lovers have to stick together.
Did his sparring partner. That was some fuck shit, dog.
Y'all are so mean. Y'all don't like boxing. Montana Love ain't even get done dirty like that. Oh, I got it. You know who
I was loving that Ben Whitaker shit too.
He did not. He got injured in that fight. The one that got it for me. what's his name? Upper that El Rayo did that pose with, had him planking. What's that man's name?
Chris Colbert, hell yeah.
Yeah, Colbert. Now that satisfied me because Chris
That was
Colbert hit his
satisfaction.
mouth.
Yes, that was satisfaction. That was satisfaction.
Yeah. Now Chris Colbert, he had that coming for a long time. He was talking a little bit too much.
5 years, dog. You remember that day he was talking to Shakur? He was talking about how he was gonna beat Shakur ass and all that shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Colbert, that one made me happy. Tim was the worst. Baccarat beat the ish down his. No, I like Tim Zoo because one thing I could say, Tim Zoo was chasing all them boys.
Yeah, Tim
he was trying to get,
Tim got hard.
Yeah, like Tim was trying to fight now. Now Tim, you know, I can't really get on Tim like that. That was so cold. I feel as though that was the pose of the year for me. That's what did it for me. I know his body, he know my body. Yeah, it was bad, Tay D. Tim Zoo, the man, Baccarat did that boy dirty. But anyways, that's what that.
Colbert was satisfying though. Colbert was motherfucking supremely satisfying, if I do admit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then
I still got to say Brian Garcia though, where he did the Devin Haney. That was just because it was just like they knocked the sales out of Bill Haney. Could you imagine Bill and Devin right now in the boxing community if they would have actually won that Ryan fight? Can you imagine how insufferable Bill Haney? Key, you know how them Haynites used to be, Key. You know how them fucking Haynites used to be, Key. You know how they would come and how they would bum rush every fucking body. That shit, you know that shit, Key. Like, come on, man. Like,
okay, so was it because of Devin getting beat up, or was it because of his fans? Like, or was it both?
It was a combination of all three. It was Devin getting beat up, his fans, his dad. It was just
oh my god.
Exactly, Knight Rider. It was just a thrilling moment. Plus, that motherfucking 6-1 odds, that made it the damn coup de grace. Like that 6-1 payday, that was the more special right there. That 6-1 payday. Yeah.
Okay. Man, all right.
Black fighters was weak. Oh Lord. I bet he sit out to that boots ass whooping there.
Hey.
I guess he thought everybody was like Rashidi Ellis. Okay. Nigga, you got Rashidi Ellis off of a 2-year layoff. And he was whooping your ass the first 9 rounds. Oh well. Exactly, well, oh well. Black fighters ain't that strong, but nigga, they carried your ass out the ring.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Anyway, so yes, that is Teo. Teo is Teo on that stuff again. That's what I think. I don't know what's going on with Teo. But last part of the housekeeping, because all of the rest of the stuff is main talking points. John Fury, Tyson Fury's father, will not be in Tyson's corner this Saturday. It was revealed last night. Sugar Hill has confirmed that John Fury will be absent from Tyson's Fury corner. Good decision or not? When this came out, a lot of people, I've seen a few people talking about this on all social media platforms. We won't see John Fury big head self. How we feel about this, y'all?
Well, that's good. At least we ain't gonna have some of that bullshit he be doing. He do be making it uncomfortable.
I mean, but do you think? I like Sugar Hill though. Fury loading the glove. Oh God, John Fury needs to get knocked out. That was the best decision. Okay, so here I feel though, but if it's not broke, don't fix it. Now, one thing that we know, Tyson Fury wasn't able to train. I'm not trying to give him any excuse. I know I can't stand him, but I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Fury was unable to train like that because of that eye cut that he suffered. You know what I'm saying? So he was unable to train for the past, getting ready for the Usyk fight. Not to mention he got in the ring and for like the first 3 rounds, he was showboating. Who remembers that? dancing and everything, doing all kind of crazy things. So, and then he got knocked. We all saw the result of that. He got popped. So, is that a John Fury era, or is that a Tyson Fury era? I don't know. I guess we'll find out Saturday if that was the best decision he could have made. I just don't like people saying that it's John Fury's fault that Tyson Fury lost that fight. I mean, Tyson Fury wasn't taken in the first couple of rounds. Who remembers the man was showboating? Had Big Baby going toe-to-toe with Bacoli. And we seen what happened, Tay. It should have been undercard. Sugar Hill is the best coach. It was John who was causing chaos in the corner. Okay. I get that. Well, we're going to find out it is John's fault. Well, remember, John Fury also headbutted one of Usyk boys prior to the fight. Who remember that? And his head was leaking. He headbutted somebody. And, Yeah, John is a distraction. He's been a distraction for a very long time now. Yeah, I get it. And Sugar Hill is a good sound coach. I get it. Yeah, I get it, Dwayne. I get what you're saying. He did. He headbutted the brakes off that man for no reason. Got him in his face and headbutted him. I said he on that stuff. Some of these boxers need drug tests. Forget the PED test. They need drug tests. I'm sorry. I don't know what's in their system. They definitely do. But let's get into the main squeeze of everything, the potatoes and the meat and everything. Sugar Hill got too.
We all know Fury be on that bullshit.
Upper, did you get the picture?
Yeah. What was that on though?
I don't know. I just copied and pasted. Why? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
Give me a second to put it up there though. I gotta get back to the computer.
Okay. So let's. Oh, and I also want to say, yesterday is the shoot. Would it be the 23rd year or 23 years ago that Nas Illmatic was released? 23 years ago, y'all. Happy birthday to Illmatic. I'm sorry, Stillmatic.
I'm about to say because Illmatic was in the 90s.
No, Stillmatic. I misspoke. Stillmatic.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Happy birthday to Stillmatic. One of my favorite albums by one of my top 5 MCs of all time. The great Nasir Jones, my boy. All right. Now, Keys, question of drug testing. For you to walk up to somebody and just headbutt them, come on, Big Supreme. Salute to the beautiful queen, Miss Joette. Like John Fury on something. Like you just boom. You know what I'm saying? I think he on the mushrooms like Tio. He doing the same mushrooms that Tio doing. My goodness. Keyshawn is fool also 02 cents. We gonna get there because he's back on he's back on there too. But and speaking of Keyshawn, thank you 2 cents. It's a great segue. Got an update for the Keyshawn card. Our boy should be on there. Vito Melnicki. It is being rumored that Vito Melnicki will be on the Keyshawn Davis card, which I'm very excited about. We like Vito over here. And he's moving upper to 160.
That's a wide open. That's a wide open division right there, though. Really, I was hoping that damn Ramos would have did that shit.
I wonder why Jesus Ramos don't want to move up like that. I wonder. I don't know why he don't want to move because he definitely make it.
Hell yeah, because you got motherfuckers like Elijah Garcia and them up there.
Yes, absolutely. So
160 is a lot easier than 154. I'll tell you that.
Yep. So if you don't know, with 160, Jennebeck is the IBF and the WBO. Laura, who's returning, is the WBA, and Carlos Adames is the WBC. So let's see what noise that Vito Melnicki can make y'all at 160. That's rumor. I'm definitely gonna keep an eye out on that. 154 Vito was fool. Oh, come on, Big Supreme. It don't matter. Fury taking that L. You know what though? At the press conference, Big Dog, when they were asking the who are they? The journalists who they thought was gonna win for Saturday, everybody picked Fury in front of Usyk face. And Usyk sat there and was like, okay. I thought that was really interesting. I told y'all yesterday, I said a lot of people has been going for Fury for the upset because I think Usyk is the favorite, but a small favorite. It's not like it's an astronomical number. Hey, Frequent, good to see you, King. At least people don't have to worry about John Fury scratching someone's eyes out. Absolutely. Ramos' next fight, not at 160. J Doe, I don't think so. I think it's at 154, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm gonna write that down and have a definitive answer for you probably tomorrow. But I think it's at 154, J Doe. 160 Laura Mike can be undisputed. What y'all think? I would love for that to happen, but Laura in his last the last fight I seen Laura in.
Nah, I think Shearer's gonna open up that division, especially when he get a hold of Janabek. I don't think Laura can do it. I think he done got too old.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think when last time I seen him fight in person, he looked a little slow. I like Laura.
When I seen him against Danny Garcia, I started to see that Laura's about 50 years old.
Yeah, real question is how much Nandrolone does Tyson Fury take this time? Hey, IFF, good to see you, King. Lord, I don't know. Y'all know what Tyson Fury. I don't know,
how
but
much ice cream? How much ice does he have in the system? That's what you need to ask.
Mike, don't do that. Now he's recovering. Okay, people that are in.
Okay, that's the shit that when Deontay Wilder knocked him out and he came up like the Undertaker. That was that ice. Can't knock out a crackhead. They told you that.
Okay, but he's not. He's in recovery. Usyk still stops Fury. We're gonna see. We're gonna find out in 48 hours. Janabek might stop Laura. That's a 50-50. That's why I paused on it for as far as undisputed, because I don't know. And by Sherez, he's oh my God, the way he knocking people out and making folks quit. I don't know. That's why I said when Vito Melnicki, if he's supposed to move up, I want to see that fight. Vito Melnicki versus Sherez. I think Sherez might destroy Vito though. And I like Vito. Man, that just makes 160 that much interesting.
He might. I think Laura outboxes Janabek though, but I think Laura outboxes Janabek. Janabek ain't fought no good fighter yet. If Sherez would have fought a younger Laura, probably. But that boy Sherez got power and speed, and he got youth. One thing about boxing, Father Time is undefeated. Ask Bernard Hopkins. Ask motherfucking Bernard Hopkins. He would
can't say that. Oliver McCall just knocked somebody out. Tito Trinidad coming back. Manny Pacquiao.
I'm not that a nigga his age too, Key.
I know. I'm just joking, Upper. I'm just joking. I know.
But hey, can we get 3 people in the Cash App or the PayPal? Let's support the grind, baby. Let's support the grind. I need 3 people in the Cash App or the PayPal to support the grind. But when you that old, of course you're fighting once a damn year. It takes your body that long to heal up. Shit.
Charlos are returning in the spring. So I think one Charlo is going to be on the Tank Davis undercard. The other one is rumored to be on the Spence undercard, but I'm not sure about that one yet. But they are returning first quarter. I'm excited.
Yeah,
supposedly, I'm hoping. They were supposed to return at the end of this year, but beggars can't be choosers. Canelo knocks out Crawford.
Yeah, I feel like Canelo too big for Crawford. This weight class is for a reason.
All right. Go ahead.
No, I just said I'm a firm believer in that weight class for a reason, you know.
Well, speaking of Bud Crawford, Bomac said that Keyshawn Davis is going to do Tank like Bud did Arrow. Boom. He did a Errol Spence. He did an interview the other day talking big stuff, Upper, and he said that Keyshawn Davis is not none to play with. Of course, we know about his previous comments saying that all Tank has is power, but he said that Tank can be beaten easily, and Keyshawn is going to do Tank like Bud did Errol Spence. What say you people?
Well, honestly, that's just Bo Mac hyping up the fight. That's all that is, because if you go back after the Frank Martin fight, Bo Mac was just talking about how great Tank is and how Tank's almost unbeatable. He was saying that after the Frank Martin fight. You feel what I'm saying? So, Bo Mac just trying to hype it up, because no disrespect to Earl Spence, but Tank and Earl, they fight completely different. Like, we love Earl Spence, but Earl Spence he's coming straight through your front door. He's coming in with that motherfucking jab, and he's coming in behind the jab. Tank, he fights off the back foot, front foot. He feints. He do a lot of feints. He don't come in like Earl unless he's tanking. Unless he decides to be like, fuck it, and just come in, then he fights like that. And another thing, Terrence Crawford had over 40 fights. Terrence Crawford is not Keyshawn Davis. No disrespect to Keyshawn Davis, but Keyshawn Davis does not have the skills that Bud has, and you shouldn't even compare them like that. And we also didn't get a healthy Earl Spence as well, but it's gonna be more like H2O versus Lucas Body. Now, it ain't gonna be that. It's gonna be worse than Frank Martin. Like, Keyshawn's gonna get chewed up, spit out, and Bo Mac gonna have a culinary over there. Just get right there and take that paycheck, Bo Mac. Because this shit is not going to be nowhere what the hell you said. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not happening. So, I mean,
yeah.
Shout out to my brother. He always come through. All praise to the Most High. My brother, Mr. Altruistic, coming through in the Cash App with the $10. Make him say holla. I appreciate you, King. You always come through. And check my Instagram that I sent you, Altruistic. I sent you an Instagram message the other day. You ain't hit me back yet. But appreciate you, King. Always coming through. I just need 2 more people to support the grind, and we at our spot. D1 in the building. Salute to my brother D1. But yeah, we just need 2 more people to support the grind, and we good. We good for the day. Just give me 2 more
I'm not sure.
in the cash or the PayPal. But
I'm not sure. Oh, go ahead, Upper.
Yeah, but I was saying, Key, Terrence Crawford and Keyshawn is completely different, and Tank Davis and motherfucking Earl Spence are completely different fighters. It's not going to be the same. Keyshawn might not walk out that ring. He seen Frank in that ghost. He seen the ghost in the ghost key. So he said he want a Bugatti. So they hyping this fight up. And in this fight right here, it's a good one. It's a good hype up too, Key, because you got the worldwide leader of sports, ESPN. They already started hyping up this Tank versus Keyshawn fight. And people don't know, but a couple of my contacts, Key, said that the Keyshawn Davis versus Tank fight is damn near on the dotted line. Like when Tank signed with Ryan Garcia and motherfucking Hector Garcia. Remember, he signed 2 fights. So they got it signed so far that as long as Keyshawn Davis beats Baranchik and wins the belt, then him and Tank will have a unification fight coming up before the football season starts. Before the 2025 football season starts. I think it's either going to be May or June that they will kick the fight off, Key. But the best thing about this right here, this is the first time that people say that Tank never unified. Tank's about to unify this belt right here, Key. And you know what's funny about this shit right here? A lot of people, I don't want to hear motherfuckers sit there and say, oh, Keyshawn didn't have no experience, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear that bullshit no more. Like, don't say he only had 13 fucking fights right now. I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all putting this man up. Y'all having him do all this right here. Make sure y'all stand on this shit. Make sure y'all stand on it. Oh, hell yeah, Juneteenth would be a hell of a fight for their ass. But the fight is already as long as Keyshawn wins Baranchek, the fight is a done deal. And Knight Rider, you said Shakur punching the air. I bet Shakur like, I'm glad it's not me. Because Shakur had all the chances in the world to make the fight. Jermaine Wood, salute. No, it's not going to be Keyshawn versus Loma. It's not going to be Keyshawn versus Loma. It'll be Loma versus, what's the nigga name that beat Tevin Farmer, Key that got exposed against Tevin Farmer, though? Muratalla. It'll be Muratalla. It'll be Muratalla versus Loma. He Top Rank owes PBC one right now because Lomachenko pulling out that Tank Davis fight. Top Rank was all in for that too. Whatchamacallit, salute in the building. So they owe PBC right now. So they gonna serve Keyshawn up. It's a win-win for both companies. It's a win-win for both companies. So either way, they all straight. And shout out to my man, Undercard Boxing in the Cash App with the $5 holler. Appreciate you, King. Shout out to my brother, Rod Walker in the Cash App with the $3 holler. And my boy, D1 in the Cash App with the $5. Make them say holler. I appreciate y'all, Kings. Appreciate it. So, yeah. And I'm just letting y'all know, we do have a fight set up. That's just a little, Dr. Key always come through with her valuable insights. So, I did a little digging because I was trying to, ask a few things, but they said it's okay to talk about it because Top Rank basically let the cat out the bag, Key. When they brought Keyshawn Davis on the Robisi and Espinoza fight card, they had damn, I forgot the damn dude's name. I was just saying his name earlier. But he was asking Keyshawn about the fight, Key. And the only way he could have known about that fight is because Bob Arum let them know. He already let it be known. So that's how they already knew about the fight. And that's why they was able to ask Keyshawn about the Tank Davis fight. And for everybody to think that it's reaching, why would ESPN and Top Rank give Tank Davis any type of free promotion? They was in the middle of the main event, Robisi and motherfucking Espinoza. They had Keyshawn Davis up there, asked him about the fight, and Keyshawn was like, yeah, I believe Tank wants to fight me. So, yeah, it was all there. So just let y'all know, the fight is set up. We about to have a good one. What you cutting grass over there, best friend, or a motherfucking ninja juicer?
I'm not doing. Don't have any of that going on. Sorry, I was typing. Hey, I'm busy. I'll mute next time. Hey, Rod, good to see you, King.
Well, if you typing that it's going. You a bad motherfucker, boy.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to mute. Of everyone saying Fury gonna win, they about to cheat. Well, they got the robot to do it. Well, even though it's not involved in the.
I'm gonna let y'all know, Fury is gonna punish that boy Usyk. He's gonna punish him. Either Fury gonna punish Usyk, or we're gonna really see what Deontay Wilder took out of Fury. But if this is Fury before Deontay Wilder, he punishes Usyk. So we're gonna see if Deontay Wilder really took a lot out of Usyk or not.
Yeah, let's see that. Let's definitely see that. So yeah, that's pretty much with Bill, Keyshawn Davis and Tank Davis. Bo Mack is saying he's gonna do him just like Spence did Earl, just like Bud did Earl Spence. I can't wait to see it. I want to see it. But Keyshawn got to get through Baranchek first. And I do want to say these European fighters have been upsetting our fighters lately. Okay, Bakram upset Tim Tszyu. Nick Ball upset Raymond Ford. Bohachuk almost got the W against Virgil Ortiz. So I'm paying attention to this Keyshawn. Keyshawn should stop this dude, but I got my eye on it. I'm not gonna sit here and say that he's not a threat because Baranchek. Because the rest of them fights, who would have thought, bro? Who would have freaking thought? Wilder and Fury trilogy took a toll. Yeah, it did. Us, Key, who was up? What you mean? What I say, Dondrick? Brinch ain't going to sleep. I would hope he do. I'm just putting it out there like, look, European fighters did pull some upsets this year. I would be remiss not to say that.
I want that Keyshawn down. Like, Key, like, that nigga done talk so much damn shit. I got to get that fight now, Key. Like, the way he sat there and talked that shit to Tank, like, I'm going to expose this. Like, he had me like, okay, yeah, I got to see this. Like, I got to see it now, Key. Like, the way he was talking about exposing Tank, like, you've been tricking the people for years. Like, nigga, you had me with that.
Salute to Cash Crypto. Yeah, you said it, but Tim Zoo was the highly favorite Big Supreme. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about what the chat be betting on. Hey, Big Dre, good to see you. Safe
in the building. Salute.
Okay, so speaking of these tickets, Benavidez versus Morrell, there's only 2,400 tickets left. So if you're in a Vegas area at that time or you live there, hurry up and get those tickets. They are selling like hotcakes, huh?
I'm happy about that, boy, because the winner of that fight right there needs to be a star, because this is a big fucking fight, dog. This is a big fucking fight. People don't realize how great a fight this is right here. Like, this is a great fight, Key, and people don't realize how great a fight this is. Like, it really is.
And the Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach tickets went on sale since I think they've been on sale for about like 5 or 6 days. And there is only 4,000 tickets left. So if you're going to be in Brooklyn, New York at the Barclays Center at that time, or you live in New York, make sure y'all get to that, because I'm pretty sure as I continue to talk about these tickets, it's going to get lesser and lesser. It's going to be disappearing. So make sure y'all get there.
I don't have that thing up on the screen for you for a minute. You ain't said nothing about it.
You were talking up. What you want me to do? Interrupt you?
Oh, no, I haven't stopped. My bad.
It's okay. So I'm sneaking in Barclays. Hurry up. I think you can undercard box, and make sure you do and record, okay?
No, because now you're going to have him like that damn black girl. What was her name that snuck into the daggone, whose concert was that she snuck in? She act like she was part of the damn whole crew and everything. Can you remember? She had on a black shirt. She was acting like she was part of the damn cleanup crew. I know you've seen it, Key. James Dunnigan, salute. Like, Key, she had on like a black pants and a black shirt, just like she worked at the Coliseum. She snuck in, and they let her come through like she was a Coliseum worker. She got a chance to go to the damn concert that was sold out, and they started to tell her it was time to clean up. Like, she was supposed to help clean. And that's when she was like, I don't work here. Y'all need to do better security and all that shit. I know you know who I'm talking about, Key. I know you know, because you know everything on the internet.
I didn't see that one. I honestly, I've never seen that one. Now I'm curious.
Now
I gotta.
Let me see if I can find the way you're talking. Because I was like, bitch, you just told on yourself. Like, she just told on herself.
I gotta see that one. I haven't seen that one. That's funny. Oh, and the cheapest ticket for the Tank and versus Lamont Roach is $122. So you shouldn't even have to sneak in for that, y'all. Come on now. I'm at that Tank. Absolutely. Thank you. Fury has the size when he is big. I think that's what he'll use to as advantage. But he tried that in the last fight, so I gotta see it. I'm still going with Usyk so far. But anyway, speaking of advantage, Bill has none right now. Everybody is really clowning Bill Haney. So if you don't know, yesterday Bill Haney went on a rant. He's been going on several. But Bill Haney is really pissed off. I guess I could say he's upset. And everything is being targeted towards, well, the majority is being targeted towards Ryan Garcia. Okay. And so ever since we found out that, it was a lawsuit and then a countersuit and all this other stuff has been filed within the past few days, Bill Haney has doubled down and got some more stuff to say. So he said, I get this is some of you guys' hero. But if you believe he has done good by the sport, then go ahead and believe in Santa Claus. Sit by the chimney and wait, because he's not coming either. He said, clowns don't build legacies in boxing. They work in the circus. That's a bar. I ain't gonna lie. That's a bar, Bill. Okay. So here you guys see is a screen, a timeline of Bill Haney exposing Ryan Garcia, and it's titled The Smoke and Mirrors of Ryan Garcia 2024. So in January, he announced his divorce from his wife, and he's accused of breaking into her home. In March, he shared personal trauma involving a family member. In April, he threatened to sue Devin, identified as a woman, came in 3 pounds heavier than Devin, said, "Why would I come in on weight to a disadvantage?" In May, he had allegations of an $8 million poker debt surface. I didn't hear about that. Normally, I got my ears to a lot of stuff.
$8 million poker debt?
Yes. In June, he was arrested for $15K for hotel vandalism. I remember that. And his wife filed a restraining order. Correct. In July, he was expelled from the WBC after offensive remarks. He faced backlash and he skipped professional help. In August, he tested positive for a banned substance, a 1-year suspension. September, restraining order, $23,000 a month in support, and sued by Devin Haney for fraud.
Ooh, he got paid $23,000 a month to his wife?
That's what he's saying. I'm not sure. Oh. October, threatened with a lawsuit by Oscar De La Hoya. November, planned exhibition fight, later canceled. December, Ryan files a $7.5 million lawsuit against Bill Haney. I told y'all that it was $7.5 million while some of y'all was up in here, not in my chat, but I be hearing the little shots that folks be throwing. I told y'all it was 7.5. But anyway, shout out to my source. Huh?
You said motherfuckers are shooting.
But sometimes I hear a lot of stuff. But anyways, but I told y'all it was 7.5.
I bet it was Teach.
No, I wasn't Teach. My boy Teacher never. But
lying on me.
So so this is the timeline that he outlined for Ryan Garcia. So people are, viciously upper in chat, ate this man alive in the comments. And people are wondering, why would you put out a timeline of Ryan Garcia if y'all don't want to fight Ryan Garcia? What does any of this have to do with the lawsuit that is being filed between you two? Are y'all gonna get in a ring or not? Like everything that you just named was super petty.
Those are the talking points for the Hanos clan.
But if you're gonna name his stuff, there's a lot that I don't know what Ryan Garcia called themselves, the Ryan Knights. I don't know that they can come up
the Garcia Vegas. They're the Garcia Vegas.
Exactly about what about what Devin Haney has did this year. So I am not, Bill. What's going on? What's going on, Bill?
It seems like they want the public opinion to be swayed in Devin's favor, and I think he wants people to view him as a victim because he was cheated, and they keep trying to, I feel like, kind of put that narrative out there, but I don't think it's not doing what he wants it to do. It's causing more backlash because he's gonna put all that out and then be like, well, everybody came at me. Why nobody going at Ryan? Just like they doing with the lawsuit. How come nobody saying Ryan counter lawsuit? I thought we don't file lawsuits in boxing, but it's like, duh, you filed a lawsuit. Of course he gonna file a counter lawsuit. And they just want people to feel, the public to kind of sway in Devin's favor and kind of feel sorry for him, I feel like. And unfortunately, people don't. Some people do, some people don't. But you shouldn't have to persuade the public to feel a certain way. They're going to feel however they feel, in my opinion.
Absolutely. And so this is coming to as well, 2 cents. And I do agree with you guys. This is 2 cents. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to this Queen's channel. I also feel like for the past, maybe and correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but for the past couple of weeks, we have been reporting on everything that was going on with Bill and in this whole situation legally, even with Ryan Garcia and the stuff that he's going through with Oscar and everything else. All this back and forth. Oscar did a clapback Thursday on Bill. We remember that. Bill Haney continues to tag Ryan Garcia and say things. And it's like I picture it as ring around the rosy. and everybody is going around the circle, and in the middle of the circle is the boxing ring. And everybody want to continue to go around the circle, but nobody wants to get in the ring, it appears. But Ryan Garcia has said he will fight him again. But we getting all this other stuff, and it's definitely a distraction. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out 2 cents and upper and chat. Hear me out. I wonder, are they trying to kill this fight, part 2? Because Devin knows that this is pretty much his biggest fight to get, his redemption back. A lot of people, and I've spoken on this before, said that Devin's marketing value has, deteriorated since this fight. I told y'all it was a lot of money riding on this fight, and by him losing, they lost a lot. And I feel as though this is where this legal lawsuit is coming from. But
his value was inflated, which is why it completely went away.
Exactly. So I think that they're trying to dead this issue, though. I think that they're really making it to the point where nobody even cares. And it won't be held against Devin if they don't fight. Because why put out a timeline like this, airing out this man dirty laundry? Like, what are you trying to do? Because this is not going to be held in a public opinion. This is not court being held in public opinion. It's not going to do that. And at the end of the day, Ryan still has a lot of people, regardless of what he has said, a lot of people still fool with Ryan, and a lot of people still think that Devin truly got beat up. They're not riding with that whole positive test and everything. What do y'all think?
I think that moving forward, I think I did a video about this. I was saying, what is Devin and Bill going to do now moving forward? The old way that they were doing marketing is not going to work for them anymore. Tearing down other fighters, saying you the face of boxing, this and that, saying everybody ducking you. Like, none of that's going to work anymore. I think it'll be better if Bill just came out and was just like, hey, we focusing on Devin right now. He going to get him a tune-up, a soft touch. We're going to see where he at. Then he going to come for his belt. Things like that. Besides you sitting on interviews talking about Tank fired his trainers after you done already said Coach Calvin, Tank don't pay Coach Calvin. So how did he fire him then? So you're going around speaking on these YouTube rumors you're hearing, and then when you don't get the response you want or the support you want, now you pro-black. And I just feel like Bill likes to throw rocks and hide his hands. Like, it's just not going to work moving forward. They have to change their marketing strategy, or Devin will continue to get the backlash. And if he loses again, it's going to be even worse. And I don't think that they want to fight Ryan again. I think Devin will get stopped if they fought Ryan again. I don't think they want to fight Ryan again. And I felt like that was evident when Bill came out and tried to tell Ryan Garcia he got 48 hours to get into VADA testing or it won't be a rematch. That right there let me know y'all didn't want it, because who's about to do that? Nobody.
Especially if you know that he's on suspension. He can't. The fight that he was going to have in January or the end of this month was an exhibition. But and I agree with everything that you said, 2 cents, but this how I also feel too, right? This how I feel. I feel like we're watching, and I hate to say this because I don't want to speak negativity over a person's business or over them. So I'm not saying it like that, God. I'm not. But I feel like I'm seeing Bill kind of unraveling. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like Bill.
Yeah, he's desperate.
Yeah, because, and it really started, I'm going to tell y'all when I really saw it, when Devin dropped the belt, and then when Pero came out and said that Devin wanted $4 million. And I'm like, I'm scratching my head, and no disrespect to the Devin Haney fans in here, I get it. But I was scratching my head because Oscar had already come out and Ryan had already confirmed that it was a 55-45 split in favor of Ryan Garcia, and you got less than $2 million for that fight. And we all knew how much you got paid for the Regis Prograis fight. So I'm like, okay, was Devin trying to pull a George Kambosos Part 3 with Liam Pero and request that type of money from the Australian government? You see what I'm saying? And they knew that they were going to say no. And then you don't want
I think he used that to duck the fight. I think he outpriced. He's using the outpricing stuff to duck fights, I feel like.
Absolutely. So that's why I'm concerned. I really feel like, is Bill Haney, am I seeing Bill Haney, the man that was nominated? What was he, manager of the year last year, or was it coach of the year? Which award he win, chat? Because the chat gonna know. Hey Jay, he won one of them awards last year.
I thought.
Huh?
Wasn't he coach of the year?
Manager of the year.
Was it manager? I think, okay, it was manager. Okay.
But like he's, imagine being solely responsible for ruining Devin's career. You're solely responsible for that. You didn't look. See, it appears that you didn't make the right decision in the negotiations. You didn't get the proper people to read over the contract so you could understand it. You gave Devin the wrong game plan. You told him to go in there and step to Ryan Garcia and knock him out. All of which was the worst, most horrible advice. Like you're single-handedly responsible for this, Bill. You are. And I'm sure he feels like he needs to do whatever he needs to do to fix it, but he's only making it worse. He just needs to step back and be quiet. That's it.
You said that he single-handedly hey to Brian, the king of the chat. Y'all leave Bill alone, Lord. He said manager and liar of the year. God, here we go. Here we go. Hey Malik. Hey to the beautiful.
That's liar.
Hey oh, come y'all. Hey to the beautiful Queen Ashley's Corner. Make sure I like, subscribe to my girls channel. I got both the queens up in here.
Hey Ashley. Hey Key. Hey y'all. I ain't talked to y'all in so long, man. I've been so busy.
I know. And we got Miss Joette. Salute to the queens up in the building. But okay, so you said that Bill single-handedly. Yeah, I didn't see my girl Arena, but I know she's probably working. Everybody hours be changing around the holidays. But you said that Bill single-handedly ruined Devin Haney. What do you mean by that, 2 cents? Elaborate on that, because maybe some folks could feel as though it's a bit hard.
Maybe some folks could feel as though what?
That's a bit harsh, because he did get Devin to undisputed. So
no,
what, like, you know what I'm saying?
He did, but the decisions that he made as far as this Ryan Garcia fight goes, we don't know how Devin's going to show up in the next fight. Even though he's physically okay, how will he be mentally? And if Devin isn't able to recover from this, you single-handedly ruin his career. He's no longer the same fighter because of that terrible game plan you gave him. And he didn't get compensated because of the terrible negotiations that you did.
Exactly.
So if you look at it from that point of view, it's like, yeah, Bill, this shit is your fault, bro. Like, it'd be one thing if Devin didn't train properly or he wasn't listening to his corner. But as far as we know, he was listening to his corner. He was training hard. He did think that this was going to be a very lucrative opportunity for him. And Bill fucked it up.
He sat there and asked for a percentage of the damn profit instead of the groups, like net profit. Like the smartest motherfucker in the room. He always say he's the smartest person in the room, and he's really just the dumbest person. And Oscar played the shit out that nigga, dog. Oscar was like, yeah, you get the profits. And Bill thinking, yeah, I got the profits. Like, yeah, dude, you just got fucked. Like, really.
And then on top of that, you took a minimum guarantee because you thought the fight was going to do big numbers like Tank and Ryan did?
They had come on. 500,000. Like, that was dumb to do over 500,000. And then Oscar came out and said they did 420,000.
No, it was 300,000.
Okay, yeah, it was 300,000 they did. They were supposed to do over 400,000. I know they was like 80,000 away from what they were supposed to get.
So yeah, you see what I'm saying, Key? Like, even though you quote unquote did all of those great things, and now you got to look back and be like, did he make good business decisions? Because now nobody even wants to work with Devin.
He's spending more of Devin's money than Devin.
Here's my concern. I don't want Devin to get O'Shaquie Foster, where he clearly wins the fight, but they give the belt to the, you know what I'm saying, Kasai. I don't want that to happen with Devin, and because of the way that they're moving and how they're going about this stuff, I get to express your grievances, but now that you filed it in the court, both of you guys have, you got to let your lawyers and everything do the talking. You got to let the court do the talking. To try to paint this man as guilty and air out his dirty laundry that has nothing to do. I mean, this is entertainment, but everything that you mentioned is only about about 3 items that has something to do with the lawsuit. And you're suing him for fraud. And he's suing him for fraud. And what was the other one? Battery, I think. And it was a couple other things. I forgot what we read off the other day of last week of what he was suing him for. And I get it. Your guy, like, they're trying to put this paperwork. This is a timeline basically saying if Ryan Garcia did all of this from January to December, look at all these bad things he's did. Yes, of course you were suing him for fraud, because look at him. He is a fraud. Look what he did to his wife. Look what he did to the hotel property. Look at what he said about his family. You know what I'm saying?
So many boxers go through that, though. That's irrelevant.
I know, but he's putting it out there trying to get the public to say and back them. And it's not working. So I don't know what else Bill can do at this point, Upper and Chat and 2 Cents, to paint. You know what he's going to have to do? Devin is going to have to come out and start winning. Not even shut up, because that's his only marketing piece right now. Devin is going to have to come out there and start winning. Once he start winning, that's why I said, I don't know if you was here a few days ago, 2 Cents. I was going down all the cards from January to March. And I said, yo, the only person I have not seen on any of these cards is Devin Haney. And I said, this is going to be a disservice if Devin Haney don't get on one of these big cards. Now we're finding out that he's supposed to be trying to come back in April. That's what Bill said, right? You know, y'all know.
I think he's still
I don't think Devin going to fight again.
I think he's scared. Like, he should have got back in the ring a lot quicker. Like, the longer he sits out, I feel like the worse it be for him. Like, the longer he sits out, it'll be the worse for him. Like, it'll be worse for him to try to recover from that whooping. Because he took a whooping.
So y'all don't think okay. I get Upper because Upper says it. He always going at it. But 2 Cents, why do you think, because we haven't had you up here in a while, why do you think that Devin is done? I don't even want to read the chat because I already know what J.A. Dixon and Marcus and Big Supreme them and all of them going to say, Rod and all of them. What about you, 2 Cents? Why do you think that Devin is done?
I don't see him mentally being able to recover from that fight and all the backlash and all of that. I don't see him really being able to mentally recover from that. And I don't see him being able to go through the process in that mental state to be able to come back. Devin not about to get back in the ring and be fighting all these. He's already fought all the small guys. He's already having trouble making 140. He really needs to go up to 47. He probably not going to fight none of those hard hitters at 40. He's going to continue to get critiqued and ridiculed as he goes through the rest of his career because of the type of attention that he garnered before he lost the fight and how manufactured he was. So who's he going to fight? And every time he's fight is going to be so much pressure and so much backlash. Me personally, I don't think Devin or Bill is going to be able to mentally handle that. And to me, I feel like the lawsuit is to kind of get me, set me up financially so that I don't have to continue to fight. Because I heard the lawsuit was for something crazy like $50 million. I don't know how true that is, but that seems like a lot of money that they suing for. Like, why would you be suing for that amount of money if you're going to be continuing to fight? In my opinion, that's just what I think. But I just don't see this, as you said, Bill, unraveling right now. So imagine what's going to happen in the future. If Devin gets in a fight, he fighting people that's not even top tier competition, and those fights are difficult for him or competitive, the type of backlash and stuff he gonna get, no matter how they try to spin it. And now he's falling out with his payola crew. So it's just a matter of time before he start falling out with the rest of the YouTube creators, in my opinion.
Yes, Mr. Select, it is. Devin is still suspended. DZ Sanchez, salute. Hey, Marshawn, salute to the queen. She said, do you guys think Munguia will recover from his last fight? Yeah, I think Munguia is good. Munguia was whooping dude and got caught. You know what I'm saying? That's a totally different thing with Ryan in Devin. Like that's not, you can't even, oh God, Dev. I already see Devin in No Jumper. J-Box and Log Out. I'm so sick of y'all. I think the longer he waits, the worse it's gonna get. I really had hope 2 Cents and Upper that Devin would have got on the February 22nd card, or the I was even saying Keyshawn Davis card is still being built up. Hop on you know what I'm saying? Hop on one of the, like get out the we got Bacoli's and them card coming up. Like hop on one of these cards to get your name out there. But
what's the point of getting around a year suspension and then you take a year off too? You suspended too. You should have let Ryan do that year suspension, got you a fight or two in, fight him coming on the rematch, fight him right off the suspension, the first fight, and moved on from there. Like, you've dropped your belt, you have no leverage, so you're never going to get the money that you want. So when are you going to fight? And who are you going to fight? You were supposed to fight at the end of December. Then that ran away. Then you tried to make it seem like T.O. ducked you. Now it's coming out that you the one that really ducked T.O.
Yeah, so let's get to that. So Bob Arum, I'm glad you brought that up. So Bob Arum did an interview, 187 years old, 2 Cents, out there in the desert. You feel me? His doctor, I need to speak to his doctor. But Bob Arum said that Devin is the one that turned down the T.O. fight. Now, if y'all remember, Bob was also the one, if we're going to play, we're going to look at this in its entirety. Bob Arum was also the one that came out last year and said that wasn't a real offer of what they sent to Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? So Bob has been talking vocal for the past several months about Devin Haney in these negotiations. How do y'all feel about that? So that's let's do it from last year. When was that? Like July, 2 Cents and Upper. Yeah, from July of last year to now, we got Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Sandor Martin twice, and Liam Perro. If we're going to look at it for this year, we got Sandor Martin once, Liam Perro, and Teofimo Lopez. Okay, that's 3 fights in 2024 that he has turned down. I mean, what's going on? That's what I'm saying. Like, what on earth is going on? Now, is Africa a good comeback fight, 2 Cents? Because it's being rumored by Bill Haney that Africa is his comeback fight in April.
Some people say it's a good fight. It'll be a boxing match. It'll be a chess match. You don't got to worry about a lot of power and stuff like that. But this is the biggest thing. If Devin is not there mentally, and we've seen fighters get their ass whooped and they don't look the same after that. They really don't. I don't know, like, if that's a new age fighter thing, or did this happen back in the day? Like, a fighter get his ass whooped and he can't recover? Because it seemed like these fighters are not recovering from when they get beat up. And so
if everybody, you didn't have part 2s with fights, or they'll just go on and keep fighting. Hell, let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. 2 Cents. Manny Pacquiao was getting whooped on. You feel me? Knocked out. He come back 4 months later. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd had a hella close fights. He come back. What's up? You know what I'm saying?
But you know what was very telling too, Key? That what Upper just played with the Dante's Boxing Nation, and he said Bill was like, "Why are they saying these things about my son?" Like, I felt like that was very telling. Like, you can't control the public's perception. Like, you don't already know that it's people that's gonna talk noise, detractors, and this and that. Like, you aren't aware of that. So I think that this public perception and things people say, it really, really bothers them or affects them in some type of way, because they try to make sure they keep whatever narrative it is that they want in the public, so much so as to Bill is on these podcasts every day. And then you hear the pro Devin Haney channels, and it's like they're at a point now where they're just saying stuff that completely doesn't make any sense. Like they just need to stop. But everybody's wondering what's next for Devin. Everybody want to know. Everybody want to see. Now is the time to make a fight with him while people are curious and still paying attention, because eventually people just not gonna care no more.
Right. And that's why I feel as though this outline, exactly. And that's why I feel like this hit piece that he did, Bill, this outline of this Word document that he put together yesterday and presented to the public was a hit piece on Ryan Garcia, but it did the total opposite effect. And now with Bob Arum coming out.
You think Bill typed that up or he took it from somewhere else?
No, I think somebody else typed it up for him and he presented it, but he gave some of the ideas. He has something to do with this.
So they sat down and thought about it. It was like, all right. What can we put on here? What Ryan do in January?
He don't forget he paying his baby mama $23,000.
Yeah. Let me put it.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like they got together and they put this out, and he like this was a hit piece. You know what I'm saying? So now. But it's having a reverse effect. And now with Bob Arum coming out and saying, no, Tio. And look, Bob has every right to throw Tio underneath the bus. Tio was suing this man because Tio has turned down fights. We're not just going to put the heat on Devin just turning down fights. We're not going to forget Tio has turned down fights and then came to Bob Arum and said, you ain't giving me no fight. That's basically what happened. You know what I'm saying? Which is why Tio in line right now, because I'm pretty sure he realizes he ain't got no case and he needs to get out there and fight. You feel me? So, Bob could have just lied on Tio and just made him look like the bad guy, but Bob didn't. He said no.
I think they sick of Devin. I mean, I think they sick of the Haneys. They like, fuck the Haneys, like Regis. They sick of them and all this playing and seeing people ducking. They about to start calling them out now. I'm telling you, I think Bill has pissed off a lot of people behind the scenes. And they tired of it.
Yeah, something is going on. That's why I'm saying, like, I've been watching these moves lately, him getting on all these podcasts and saying some of the most outlandish things. Like, we had to debunk the other day 2 cents where Bill came out and said, girl, him in Africa, Devin in Africa is going to fight. It's going to be for unification. And Upper in the chat cussing me out. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm just saying what Bill said. I know it's not a unification. Devin ain't the champion no more, but that's what Bill is putting out there. You get what I'm saying?
But they literally tried to use that in the Pero fight so he didn't have to go by the 10-pound rehydration clause. They tried to say it was a unification fight because he championed in recess.
And then you see how Devin over the weekend put out the Pero fight. The sparring footage. Did you see that 2 cents?
Yeah, I seen that. But like, we don't care, Devin.
Right, but come on, like, look at that though. You see how he was. Now I see why he jumped at Pero though and wanted to fight in Australia against Pero. That's an easy belt for him to win because Devin know he could box circles around Pero.
So why don't he take the fight?
Money. He needs some money, girl. I keep telling y'all 2 cents. Devin lost a lot of money on that fight.
You know what? What if Buildings messed up that man money?
Well, who
did?
Bill.
I told you, Bill done fucked up a lot of that dude's money, bro. Bill been out there spending Devin's money like he made that shit.
I don't know. Something is just weird. It'll come out. Whoever that X channel is, what's it called? Exodus, whatever that channel is, they keep posting the Bill Haney documentaries. I feel like they're gonna release something that we just gotta wait.
Or you don't even have to do that. If this goes to trial, this is public records. All of us gonna be sitting here reading all of this. People gonna be coming outside of the courtroom reporting it like it's like the Diddy trial. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. How much information, and this goes for Oscar too, because Oscar ain't innocent. We know what Oscar be doing behind the closed door.
I've been telling y'all that Devin Haney is Bill is Devin Haney's pimp.
Allegedly.
No, ain't no allegedly. Bill Haney was a drug dealer and he admitted to that, and now Devin is his drug and he's trying to hustle it. He's pushing Devin Haney to the masses and people are not falling for it no more. Like at first it was good, but then Bill got beside himself. He started feeling himself, and then shit just went different. Like it's not the same no more. Like motherfuckers ain't falling for that shit no more.
Well, one thing about it, Oscar is not innocent in this stuff. We know how Oscar get down.
Oscar shit the man.
But
if you think about it, one thing, Key, if you think about it, they did a $4.5 million gate. They did over 300,000 pay-per-views.
That's decent though.
Huh?
That's decent.
Yeah, 300,000 pay-per-views is not to sneeze at. Even if it's like $60 a pay-per-view, that's motherfucking that's 18 million. Plus the 4.5 million, that's $22.5 million that Oscar made off that fight. Then could at least made 5 to 10 off that 22.5, dog. Like Bill fucked up. He wanted to get part of the net profits instead of the gross revenue.
Well, I think, like I said, Oscar, and that's a good point. Oscar is not innocent. You know what I'm saying? We all know how Oscar get down. But one thing about it, you got to be careful when you are. How much information do y'all really want to get out? See, that's why a lot of companies settle. They don't let it. It's not because they're guilty of anything, but if you got a good lawyer, if you got a good team, they can make you guilty of anything that they want to. But it's the paperwork that's behind it.
I think Bill thought he was probably going to be able to force them to settle because they weren't going to want to open up their books.
Exactly. And it's like, how much? Because if Oscar and them got to open up their books, guess who else got to open up theirs? DHP. Do y'all really want to go there? You know, you got to be careful. It's a lot of moving parts with this lawsuit.
I bet you right now, Bill done allocated a lot of Devon's funds. I can tell you that now.
Oh, Lord.
He's not allocated. Why you say, oh, Lord?
How, Upper? To what?
Bill been spending. You ain't see him dancing and shit on that video. He was spending. Bill got a big.
He do got a habit. He got a very expensive habit.
Yeah, y'all seen him on Mill City. The man has a habit, dog. Like, the man has a motherfucking habit, dog. We're not going to act like he don't. He had that habit when he rushed out there when they was fighting Tank. Pushing Tank out the way. He had wiped off his nose then. We not going to act like we don't see what we see when we see how we see it. Like, come on, Bill.
Lord.
And Bill, like, hell, he even set his son up when Ryan didn't make weight. When they said, well, let's get paid. They were quick to sign that contract, not thinking that this man is not like, you didn't put no stipulations on Ryan's rehydration after y'all re-signed the contract. Like, at least when they did that shit with Andre Ward, Rock Nation was on it. Like, look, he can't rehydrate such and such, and he got paid such and such. And Rock Nation
I feel like they couldn't do what they needed to do in that situation because they had their own plans with the rehydration.
Yeah, but see, exactly, because they knew how they was going to rehydrate for one. And see, Ryan Garcia wasn't stupid. He seen how big Devin gets in fights, and he know he wasn't going to be able to make 140 and then rehydrate as big as Devin. That's why he came in at 143. That way he could rehydrate and he feel great about his rehydration. So, you know, that's why he came in at that weight that he did. So you see, when he rehydrated, him and Devin was about the same size. But see, Bill and them kept calling Ryan a C-class fighter, so they thought they were going to outclass the bum. He was like, Rock, you outclassed the bum. But one thing Devin didn't do, he didn't keep that motherfucking hand up. He didn't keep that hand at motherfucking 12 o'clock, so he got 6 o'clock. That motherfucker dropped that hand at 8 o'clock, and motherfucker Ryan called that man past midnight, made that man sleep to 6 o'clock. I'm telling you. And that's
what I'm talking about, Key. Did Bill Haney really believe that Ryan Garcia was a C-class fighter? Like, you act like you didn't fight the guy in amateurs.
And
you act like you watched him every time y'all fought each other. You know what I'm saying?
And like y'all didn't have the sparring when they both was pros and Ryan was catching them in sparring. Like, that's what people believe their own hype. When you start believing the hype, and I knew they was gonna fail when they got rid of Mickey Bay. Even Mickey Bay said as soon as Devin and them won the Undisputed, they changed. Like, hell, they didn't want Mickey to go to Australia, and then they fired the man. They got rid of Mickey Bay. And it's funny because they had to come crawling back to Mickey Bay after the Ryan defeat. See how same people that you see on the way up, the same people you see when you go back down?
Absolutely. But get this though. So we all pretty much are in agreement that Bill is messing up.
Exactly, hardcore casuals. They try to make it seem like Ryan was the big reason why Tank and them did 1.6 million pay-per-views. And so they kept saying Devin was the star. These payola accounts and these fake ass adverse findings on there, they thought that they had a bigger push than what they had. And then they seen that the push really wasn't that big. And out of the 330,000 pay-per-views, 300 was Ryan fans. We seen when Devin fought Regis, they only got 20-some thousand pay-per-views. So, you know, when Loma and them did 150,000,
120, I thought it did like 70.
Nah, they did under 50,000, 2 Cent. They did under 50,000.
Hell no.
Yes, even Eddie Hearns admitted they did under 50,000 pay-per-views. That's why all they got was they 1.5 million guarantee.
I do think people do want to see Devin fight. I don't know. Everybody like Devin. Everybody want to see Devin fight. I mean, we talk about all this stuff, but that's because Bill obviously wants to talk about it. He keep going on podcasts every day.
Devin
but
fight, I ain't gonna lie. Like when Devin keeps his shit up, like that fight he had with Regis, he outclassed the bum. But you know, that fight with Loma, it was very entertaining. I liked that fight. I wish he could have put Cambosos out, but he couldn't. But you know,
I think Devin gonna have a hard time at 142. Like I can't see him going back to 140. He looking slim right now, though. He's in
shape right now. See, they get back. He back hungry again. His dad done got him back broke, so now he back hungry.
Hey, Windy City.
I see he's missing two of his big chains. I'm just saying.
Lord Jesus. Well, speaking of, I think we're all in agreement that Bill he's unraveling a lot going on, and he better tiptoe slowly.
I heard they got bread though. Before the boxing, they had bread. So
yeah, of course. Bill got money. I think that their broke is different from our broke.
Right. Right.
But again, like I said, I stand on this. If you want them to open up their books, be prepared for yourself to be open to them. Make sure you got everything intact. That's my biggest concern with Bill, because you didn't get no lawyer for that contract. Y'all admitted that. And
how can you be manager of the year and you don't have a lawyer reading your contracts?
Because he thought that he could do everything. He thought that he was I think this is what it appears like, that he was a one-stop shop. That's why it looks like, and so I hope his lawyers got everything. They got the accountants, bookkeeping, all of that. Because Oscar is petty. Oscar is very petty. Very grimy. But speaking of grimy, I want to hear what y'all got to say about this chat, Upper and 2 Cents. A lot of movement has been occurring with Top Rank. So we all know that it is rumored that Top Rank will not be with ESPN next year. Something going on, right, y'all? Now get this. Top Rank emptied the clip on one network. And now I just got a piece of news that something else just happened. So yesterday I got the report, y'all. It says that Top Rank has sold, not sold, but emptied their what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for?
Their archives.
Their archives onto Roku. Now Roku, I'm sorry. Now Roku is another streaming app on TV. They have their televisions and everything. So if you have Roku or Roku TV or the app, beginning, I think it's January 1st, if I'm not mistaken, they will have a Top Rank Classics, and it's a 24/7 channel devoted to the sport's most memorable showdowns and fighters that made them possible, all from Top Rank. So I raised my eyebrow. I said, that's interesting. Okay. So you give Roku, out of all the people, your most memorable fights. You know what I'm saying? 24/7 access that we will be able to watch all of these fights go down. So I'm like, ESPN already got something like that with Top Rank. Sometimes they show old school fights. So what's really going on? Well, I just got word up in chat that Top Rank in the Zone it appears that they're making a deal for their boxing to be exclusively on the Zone. Now, but guess what? Turkey Al-Sheikh has now purchased 13%. Now, this is what's being rumored. I got to get confirmation because it just came across. 13% of the Zone. Okay? Which I think that will make him one of the controlling entities of the Zone. I got to check into that, like who owns what type of percentage. So be looking out to see Top Rank, Matchroom, and a whole lot more of Saudi Arabia cards in the future. That is really what y'all got for that.
MTK Global is sweeping up the fucking boxing field. I'm telling you. They is getting right. Now if they get the Zone, they can funnel their money through the Zone and everything. Good gracious, boy. This is boy.
Upper, hold this down. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay. Oh boy, he playing chess, not checkers. My bad. I didn't even know you fell off 2 cents. But oh boy, he playing chess, not checkers right now. Daniel Kinahan. Turkey Al-Sheikh is buying 13% of the Zone.
What?
That's what Key just said.
I missed what you said, Key. My son called me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Exactly, Cash Crypto. Turkey
moving.
He done bought Michael Benson. He done motherfucking bought the Ring magazine. Now y'all saying that Turkey is motherfucking damn. That's
you know what I keep hearing people say that really kind of like pisses me off for real. When they say I don't know why people don't like Turkey Al-Sheikh. He trying to do the same thing Al Heyman was doing. And I'm like, how dare y'all say that when Al Heyman was doing what he was doing? They was trying to sue him. They was saying the man doing this. They was saying the man doing that. But you let a foreign entity come in.
Hold on, check this out, too. Al Heyman was getting boxers the most money they ever had. He was showing them that they were bosses while Turkey Al-Sheikh treating them like slave labor. How is that the same thing? Like, niggas, they always ready to coon some shit, bro.
They just trying to say like, oh, he paying the fighters a lot of money. And I'm like,
if that was the case, why did Big Baby come back and commit a robbery? The other one too.
That's what I'm saying. And I heard somebody say on a panel that they tell you making all that money, but I don't know. They say once you come back to the US and I don't know if you convert it or whatever you do with it, that is not whatever they told you it was. So I don't know if they felt like that because they had to pay taxes or what, but they was just saying it's not those. Them boxes ain't really getting paid them numbers that they saying like that. Exactly. I'm just curious how true that is because it's like
you gonna pay me in America, we gonna fight in America, and we not doing all that other shit.
Because I was just pointing out, not one Black American fighter has won in Saudi yet, and people want to act like it's because they overhyped or they really not that good. And I'm like, nah, y'all, come on. It's controversial losses.
It's because they're motherfucking fight motherfuckers with. It's because they fight motherfuckers that's juiced up. That's why.
And that's another thing. It's no drug testing over there, apparently.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I think it's really interesting to see how this is going to work out with PBC. I still think that PBC and Top Rank is a better partnership with Prime than Top Rank and going and letting Turkey come in and buy stakes up and like that. I
heard Bob was going to Prime because he's already with Prime in Japan.
That's what I thought because anyway. So I'm curious to see where these moves are being made at with Roku. I don't know what Bob and them doing. Like, you would empty out your clip on Roku with all of your previous fights. I don't know. I guess that makes sense to vary it out, but you could have just went to Paramount. Why Roku? Because Paramount is buying up all of the sports licensing as far as NFL and everything. Man, this big money talk, bro. I have no idea. I think that he'll do better with PBC and Prime. I think that's a better. I pray that this is just rumors. I know Roku for a fact. That's true. That got released yesterday. I saw that. But I hope that
what he doing with Roku?
He's showing all of his older fights.
Oh, okay.
All of his archive fights is going to be a specific channel on Roku dedicated to 24/7 access to all of the most memorable fights of Top Rank. That's a lot of dang on fights.
That's crazy. But maybe they all want to be with something different, like how they was all with a different network. We all want to be with a different like streaming platform, like where our main stuff is.
Yeah, that could be too. This is going to be it's
going to be a difficult transition because, we've been doing boxing one way for so long, and now like everything is in a transition period. So we're just going to have to see how it work out. I know Espinosa said give PBC like 2 years before they kind of get everything figured out with Prime.
Absolutely. And that's still up in the air with, not up in the air, but we got to see how this was a soft launch this year. So let's see how the rest of this launch go for 2025. That's going to be a very big year for them.
Yeah.
And now you got the competition, Turkey. He took his talents back to Saudi Arabia and is now buying up stakes and everything in these other companies. Like, this is a very interesting chess move that's being done here, y'all, that we are witnessing in real time, in real freaking time. I think Turkey just bought the WWE or put a stake in there. Hold on. Let me look that up. I know I'm not tripping. Saudi Arabia.
Damn, but that's crazy. Like, why though?
Shout out to Fight Game in the building, Windy City as well.
Let me see.
What up, Windy City Assassin? I ain't seen you in a while.
Let me see. Public Investment Fund. I'm not seeing it. I'm hoping that wasn't true. No, it's looking like it hasn't been sold yet. It hasn't been sold yet to them. I'm hoping. It says that the organization is still exploring all options. WWE, you better the F not. You better not, WWF. You better not.
Vince McMahon said he's tired of that shit.
Well, he keep getting sued for all them sexual harassment claims. Vince ain't right. What he doing to them girls? Allegedly.
He was just giving them some of that P. Diddy.
Whatever.
He was giving them that Vince McMahon.
Whatever. Well, he gonna have to do something, okay? He better.
You want to win a belt?
So do y'all think Turkey is bringing back the heavyweight division?
No.
I don't think
what all those heavyweight fights he done made this year? AJ DuBois, Wilder Parker, Wilder Zane, Fury, Usyk.
2 cents. Them fights was getting made without him. Shit. Them heavyweights was
Turkey putting on the fights we want to see up.
Yeah, but he also getting our people lined up.
Man, I don't know. These people out here, it's an agenda, and I'm just interested to see it play out. But I just don't ever see any time foreign entities come and just invest heavily in something or do something and just work out that great. But we'll see.
I mean, he did get the Beterbiev fight together. He did make that happen. And he did get Fury and them to fight, though, even though we should have had undisputed between Wilder and AJ. But Eddie Hearn blocked that. That was the real heavyweight undisputed match that we was going to see right there.
And that would have been a good fight.
AJ would have been Wilder versus AJ would have been 10 times better than Usyk and Fury. I'm sorry, but I'm just keeping it 1,000. Both of them was undefeated in their heyday. They both was knocking shit down. You see that motherfucker?
Was that you telling me they didn't want PBC to get those belts? Or was there somebody else telling me that?
Yeah, they didn't want PBC to get them belts. But it's crazy because PBC let Charles Martin go over there and let Eddie and them get the belt from him. You feel me though? They sent Charles Martin over there. It's just funny.
And they still trying to make Fury, Anthony Joshua. Like, honestly, that ain't a fight I want to see. I don't want to see Fury and Anthony Joshua. But I'm not really a fan of neither one of them, so.
Uh-huh. That's a big fight over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hell, they're not even paying much for their fights.
In the UK?
Yeah.
I know.
UK pay-per-view is £25.
I think it's a cap on it.
It is. It's £25. That's why I get my pay-per-view from VPN.
Oh, you get a VPN and then
yeah, I'm in Luxembourg.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I VPN my shit. And then motherfucking like AJ, they might sell out the damn the arena, 100,000 seats, but them tickets don't be that much.
Yeah.
AJ and Klitschko over 110,000.
Oh yeah. I heard y'all talking about that Keyshawn Tank fight earlier. I want to give my 2 cents about that real quick.
Yeah. So look, AJ and Klitschko over 100,000, and it only had $11 million gate.
Wow.
100,000 people was there, and the gate was 11 million. The highest gate over there.
That's crazy.
Greenville and Mike, you got to join the VPN game. Hold on 1 second. Hold it down 1 second. Hold on.
So, chat, what y'all think? Y'all really think that they gonna make Keyshawn Tank fight next year? And y'all think that's a good fight? I want to get my 2 cents about that. I just feel like, if they want to make the fight, cool, they can make the fight. But I think Keyshawn needs to get some more fights in. I think he has been looking good and he has been looking better in his last couple of fights. But I just think the Lemos win is, I think people are overreacting to the Lemos win. And y'all have heard Shakur Stevenson say how Top Rank, build their fighters and how they put them in the ring with these people and put them in the ring with that people to make them look a certain way, but they not really ready to fight the champions. But I think if they make that Tank fight, I think Keyshawn gets knocked out early. I think Keyshawn get knocked out early. I don't know what it is y'all see in Keyshawn. It's just like all of a sudden he beat Lemos and then everybody was like, oh, Keyshawn fight Tank. It's like, come on, y'all. And Bomac, I don't even know why Bomac even said Tank is basic. What about Tank is basic? What about Tank is basic? What's Tank's style? Can anybody in the chat tell me what Tank's style is? Like, what's his style?
The funny thing about it, right? The Lemos fight, like I said, Lemos, they brought him down a weight that he don't fight at, for one. For two, they give old boy so much credit for that fight right there, but then they take away Tank fighting Ryan Garcia.
It don't make sense. Like, what are we talking about?
Like Showbiz the Adult said that I debunked him earlier because he said Keyshawn has done more at 135 than Tank. And I'm like, okay, but the Lemos fight was at 143.
What happened to Key?
Exactly. I said that fight was at 143. So you don't give Tank credit for the Ryan fight, but you give Keyshawn credit for the Lemos fight. That don't make no sense.
They don't want to give Tank credit for none of his fights. It's weird.
Give me a minute.
So I would love for Bomac to expound on that, because I mean, I would love to see the game plan that Bomac gives to Keyshawn to fight Tank. I would love to see that. And I would love to see how competitive the fight would be. But if I was to give my 2 cents, I would say Keyshawn makes a lot of mistakes that's going to get him trapped easily. And I feel like he gets knocked out earlier than Frank Martin did. I mean, that's just what I think. Because I mean, like, chat, let me know, like, how do y'all see Keyshawn beating Tank? Like, he gets hit, he get touched, he ain't got the best defense. And where did Keyshawn get all this power all of a sudden? Now it's like, I feel like everybody's speaking like Keyshawn got one punch knockout power. He just gonna go in there and stop Tank or something. Where did he get all this power from? And how is Bomac gonna take his power away? Can somebody tell me how you take somebody power away in boxing? Besides drugging them? Like, how you gonna take somebody power? How you gonna take Tank's power away? But I mean, I see Keyshawn getting hit. I didn't even think Keyshawn had a lot of pop like that. I felt like that was one of the things that, you know, like he could fight, but he ain't got a lot of pop. But I guess apparently he does. But I'm curious as to what game plan Bomac will put together to beat Tank. And since Tank is so basic, and the fact that he compared it to Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, it's like, that shit don't even make sense. And then nobody even was, not one person in boxing thought in their head that Tank versus Keyshawn was going to be like Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. Now, one person thought that. But as soon as Bomac said, everybody running around saying it now all of a sudden. Tank basic. Everybody run. Now, one person thought Tank was basic.
But go back to Tank versus Frank Martin. He gave Tank all the credit about Tank is amazing. All that shit.
These people tripping. I don't know. I think Bomac was just bullshitting. He know. And if anybody think Tank is basic and Keyshawn is just gonna get in the ring and stop him, I don't know. I don't know what y'all been looking at for real. Somebody say I live 5 minutes from Norfolk and they know Keyshawn getting KO'd. You back up? But
yeah, he said that shit right there. But it's like I said, he just trying to get a payday. That's all. Hello.
Yeah, and nobody want to acknowledge that Earl Spence was
Nope.
definitely nowhere near himself that fight.
Nah, he had an injury. They already said it.
Oh, they finally confirmed it.
Even Ryan said, Ryan was in the camp. But see, I already knew it because I told people before it happened that Earl just had a wreck where he got a total car loss. He total lost his car.
Right.
People don't realize it. If you in a car accident with a fucking total loss, that means it was a serious injury in that shit. And that's when Bud sat there and said, Earl, you can spin the block back again.
Yep.
But after the David Avanesian fight, they asked Bud who he's gonna fight. He said, man, I gotta go back in. I don't know who I'm fighting. But after Earl got the accident, it's, you can spin the block again. Like, that shit crazy as hell.
Yeah, man, they ruined that fight with that shit. They ruined that fight with that. Both of them. Because Earl shouldn't have took that home. Somebody playing music? Oh, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I said I could hear you.
Oh,
You couldn't hear me?
I know I couldn't hear you.
My damn mic be going in and out. My damn son, he was using my mic on his damn game and shit. Now my shit be, I don't know, man. And I did something on the computer, and so if I do it on the damn computer, it like it messes up like the like I don't know how to fix the speakers. Like I can talk from the mic, but then my speakers be out of whack. I don't know how to work these things.
No. Yeah,
It's like the microphone will be plugged up and people say they hear me crystal clear, but I can't hear shit. And it's hard when I'm on here with Key and I can't hear what she's saying. And I'm trying to listen to her from the TV and I'm slow as hell. I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah, it's a delay.
It's like an 8-second delay. People don't realize, but it's an 8-second delay from when we talk and from what they can hear.
Yep.
Like when me and you up here talking, they hearing our conversation 8 seconds past what we done talked about.
I can tell from the comment.
Yeah, but see, you've been up here and you've seen it. Like if you ever be on the StreamYard and you talking, just pull it up on your TV or something. Pull up the channel on your TV that you're listening to, and you can see the delay. It's a big delay. But hell, I appreciate you for coming up here today. I don't want to go into Just Dude's time no further.
All right.
At 5. And I'm glad you're back. We've been missing you out here.
Yeah, I had some time today, so I'm gonna try to get back on and hop on more often.
Hell yeah, I just listened to this damn rapper from Tennessee. He was on Lil Bootsy Daughter show. That nigga killed that shit, dog. It's called Big Dog Shit. That's the name of the song. Y'all go look up Big Dog Shit. That nigga killed that shit right there, boy. On the debut. But peace and blessings to everybody that came out here, man. Y'all
wait, hold on. Somebody say Spence fought Mikey Garcia with 3 broken ribs. Is that why he thought he could fight like that?
Spence already told y'all. He said 20% of him is better than 100% of all these fighters out here.
Damn, that boy Spence is insane. That man is.
You gotta realize the nigga hit the concrete going 100 miles an hour through a Ferrari.
Right.
Them boys almost got him killed. And I hate the fact that everybody's talking about he was drunk driving. He wasn't drunk driving. He was driving for his goddamn life.
Yeah. And he letting everybody run with that narrative, though.
Yeah, of course. That way he ain't snitching. But salute to everybody out there. Too said you want to do your closing too, because peace and bless to everybody. I'm out. You can do your closing too.
Oh yeah, I'm out. Thank y'all for letting me hop up here on the panel, and always enjoy coming up here. I'm gonna try to start coming back more often. My schedule kind of slowing down a little bit. But y'all go sub to the channel, 2 Cents Boxing. Join me live Friday at 6:30. We have a good time over there. Come on over there, hop on the panel, give your 2 cents, chit chat with us. All right, peace out.
Squeeze and leave a nigga bleed. Squeeze and leave a nigga bleed.
Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga.
The champ is here. I think you're a hater.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought it was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more.
His brain's gone, nigga.
It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting.
We really hit it, nigga.
We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals.
Break that shit down, nigga.
AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. 7.62 gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner.
5 boy sale, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.
SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops straight go. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em.